couldn't pump Uta out yesterday. Jesus Christ. That was a madness.
I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Like, that just didn't go your way.
It is. Do you know the sad part is that multi one I got Chopper.
That's fucked. Yeah, I didn't see the first couple of multis
That's
that
what I
you
mean.
got.
Multi one I got Chopper, and I was like, holy fuck, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna walk away unscathed, and that was my fault for even conceiving of that being a possibility at all.
Oh my
So
god.
What did
that's
you,
fair enough.
What did you get on the last guaranteed multi?
Fucking Luffy.
Oh, it wasn't one of the 2 new units?
So Chopper is in a Super Sugofest. So that it's actually alright, it's gonna sound very crazy, but like it's actually part 1 is actually not that bad for a newer player, because if you can muster up enough gems to go to 30, you're guaranteed either Uta, Ace Yamato, Dex Luffy, or Kaido. And all 4 are incredibly good legends. And so like walking away with one of those, that's fucking good.
I pulled the Dex Luffy.
He's so good.
Mine's level 3 super tandem now, so
Sheesh.
yeah. I'm actually excited for today's pools. Hopefully I walk away with Uta and another Kaido, and then I'll have Rainbow Kaido as well, which will be like huge for Kizuna and stuff. Instead of walking away though, we better get started. What's going on, guys?
Yes.
Welcome back to episode 73 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. I remembered this time. But it's not like that. I actually just wrote it down to make sure I did remember. But we're back. Usual suspects. You got the goon bags here. We're here to delve into the realms of One Piece treasure cruise once again. You know, without no time to dilly-dally. We've had a few little celebrations here and there. Nothing too major. So we might as well just, hop right into it with Kizuna versus Super Boss Summer Luffy. Not much to really talk about here. Just wanted to bring light to it. Todd, how did you find the Kizuna this time around?
It was a super boss, right? That one?
Yes,
it was.
Correct.
And it was kind of weird because the previous super boss that we had, they only had 2 bosses, but then this one they went back to 3. Which personally, I actually like the 2 bosses better.
I like it as well. I agree with you.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but the Kizuna itself was like okay. There's nothing really wrong. I mean, obviously the big issue of the final tap bug was still active.
Yep.
Yeah, so that kind of hurt, but I think they said that they've fixed it now. I mean, we'll see what happens next Kizuna.
Wasn't there like some sort of glitch you could do to get like more damage out of the final tap as well, or something like that? I remember seeing a couple vids about it. I don't know about it exactly, so I don't
know exactly how it works, but people were saying it's along the lines of like the character that you tap with either on the final tap or before the final tap.
Yeah.
If you get like the support perfect from like a ship, where it like increases the chances of you landing a perfect. It's something along those lines. If you hit that like supported perfect, it like increases the damage. I don't know how it works, but yeah, bizarre.
Maybe it counts like an extra hit or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Perfect. I don't know, but no, I echo what you've said. I think the structure of 3 bosses and 2 super bosses is really cool. I prefer that over the 3-3. Thankfully enough, this time around, the one team versus all. Like there was a bunch of them, but a lot of them were just were clear for a very long time. So like it wasn't you didn't have to really finagle and make too many extra teams.
Finagle.
That's an interesting word for the day.
Add that to the vocabulary.
Add that to the GGP podcast vernacular Excel spreadsheet that I'm sure hopefully someone's made. But overall pretty interesting. Brook and Usopp boosters. Anything good about them?
They seem kind of mid, honestly.
Yep. And support Vivi, Poggers, really good support unit is what I've found.
She's real good. Used her a bit outside of the event.
Like, I love the units, like the support units that remove debuffs without having you proc a special.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's what makes us good. Plus, she provides I think it's like 10% reduction against like strength, dex, and quick too. So that makes her like just like another extra little bit better. And of course, I mean, who else will we play the Kizuna for other than 6+ Katakuri?
My man, Mr. Slam Jam, bro, he's so good. I love what they've done with 6+s recently. They just they go out of their way to like actually make them usable in like today's meta.
It might be a hard award category for worst 6+ of the year this time around because there's been a lot of good super evolutions this year.
You're right.
6+ level we'll read the level limit break version. So
yeah, he's buff can be.
Fighter boost attack of fighter slasher striker. Fighter slasher shooter driven powerhouse characters by 4x. HP of those classes by 1.25, and the color affinity of those classes by an additional 1.25. He makes strength, psi recovery, and tandem balls beneficial, and beneficial for all characters, and it recovers 50% of damage taken from enemies in the previous stage when entering a room, and then the additional little buff on that. If you like the buff on his level limit break captain is it goes to a 1.3x color affinity. As opposed to
he makes int matching as well, I think.
Yeah, that's not listed in the freaking Dark Solaris.
Yeah, he makes int matching, and the color affinity gets buffed.
And then he's crazy. Yeah. His special is changes all colored orbs and block orbs into matching. Deals 50x character attack in taken damage from enemies before the special is activated, and typeless damage to all enemies. He has 25x the damage taken from enemies before the special is activated as additional typeless damage for 1 turn. Makes perfects easy to hit for 1 turn, and boosts the attack of fighter slasher shooter driven and powerhouse characters by 2.25x. And after 1 turn, he boosts the attack of them by 2.5x for 2 turns.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
Awesome. That's really good, because that was like one of the things that they fixed with Doflamingo with his super evolution, where, you know, if you get inflicted with normal attacks only, you don't really get anything.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, if there is normal attacks only, you can get a full friggin' attack buff on the turn you activate. But
yeah,
also applying the clock buff to get the attack boost in the following turn is also kind of interesting. So I think he's a pretty decently built 6+, and I mean he's usable as a captain, but also gonna be a really good sub that we saw even like against Clash Jinbe and the Toki fight that came out recently.
He was super useful for that. That fight as well. So I agree with you. I think what they're doing now with these units is really good. And I mean, like, I guess the only downside is that the way because I mean, and again, he is technically, I know people don't like us saying this kind of shit, but it's like technically he's a free to play unit. Because like you can get him 2 copies of him via Pirate Rumble, like which is fantastic, and that's not hard to acquire either.
Yeah.
But I guess the deterring factor is that we have every like 6+ we have to go through has to go through this whole process of like, okay, you have to wait for the Kizuna the Pirate Rumble to drop, and then depending on what the Pirate Rumble is, you can get that character. But then on the contrary, because it's Katakuri's Pirate Rumble, there's no new free-to-play Pirate Rumble unit.
Yeah,
like
true.
It's a, there's a give and take. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the free-to-play, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
None of them are that good anyway, so like, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But like, I guess it's one less new unit that's free-to-play, like a lot less variety, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I mean, you kind of take with a grain of salt, which is okay there. But no, I think Kizuna was over. Did you find out where we placed afterwards?
I did not.
I don't think anyone checked. I think, to be honest with you,
I don't think anyone really cared.
No, not really. I think that there was the usual modding situation. I don't know if that got dealt with. I really don't. I didn't recall. After Kizuna was done, my mind went blank.
I got no idea.
So I mean, hopefully people placed where they wanted to place, and everyone did as well as they could, and that's about it for the Kizuna factor. From one thing to another, this is a fun one to talk about today. Version 12.1.
Oh,
well,
boy.
In theory, it was a really good update.
So what we were promised and what we did receive were 2 awesome updates, one kind of whatever one, and then one really cool one that didn't come out with version 12.1, but will come out later. So we have the claim all button is finally in the mail, which is massive thumbs up for that one.
Yep.
However, it is only a claim all for 20 males, so you take that with a grain of salt. Go for it, Flame. You're saying, oh my god, yeah, it's only 20 males. Yeah. The Bandai captain now matches yours, so you don't need friends anymore. Fuck friends. I don't need them. I just delete it. I have 0 friends on my friends list. It's fine. That's a really good part, because sometimes you might need like a specific unit to have a specific breakdown or whatever the case may be. So like, having the Bandai friend captain match yours is fantastic, and a lot of the time, like it just matching it just makes shit work really well. We also have the in-game friend mission invite was added. So essentially, if people recall, there was the in-game friend mission thing where you could invite someone via a code, and
That
then
thing was weird.
as they completed like tasks, you would get gems after they completed them. You could have up to 30 friends do it or whatever it is, and you'd get rewards, but they would also get rewards too. Now you can just invite via in-game. So I've been doing it every day. I've got one person that actually accepted, and I've just been cheering him the whole time.
Hell yeah.
You know, shout out Itaya if you ever listen to this shit. We're good on your boss, man. You can just do it via in-game, and then, like I said, every day you can cheer them, and it gives them a half schmeat. Pause on that. And then as a reward, hey, guess what? As a reward, you get a whole rainbow Elder Turtle.
Wow. One whole Elder Turtle.
Zam. That's hype, dude. I'm so glad that
Wait,
this
so
is
you
in
get
the
one
game.
every day? Is that how it works?
If you only if you cheer them. That's if you forget to
And
cheer them.
how
Fuck
often
yeah.
can you cheer them?
Once a day. So literally
Okay.
one every day. So it's
All right.
it's whatever. But the interesting point here was the announcement of Pirate Rumble Grand Party. This is the interesting one. So this will be a new variant / game mode to Pirate Rumble. I'm trying to find the exact specifics of it again.
It's like a 3v3 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Three
So
teams versus 3 teams.
And you can't pick the same unit on the same team. So it kind of works in like the treasure map aspect where it's like the 8 units you pick for a team cannot be on another team.
Yeah.
So it's gonna hopefully introduce a whole like new mechanic to Pirate Rumble where like refreshing isn't the strat. You just kind of have to build the team that will take on your opponent's team kind of deal. But I guess that's going to be coming in a later update at some point. But I like that as a new refresh to Pirate Rumble. I think we've needed a refresh of Pirate Rumble for quite some time. I think TM's just dead in the water now, so don't expect that to be updated at any point. But yeah. So it says here, form 3 crews for Pirate Rumble and win 2 out of 3 matches to become the victor. You can only edit your characters once. So the number of characters you have is the key to victory. Take this chance to power them up. And then they've just said, oh, we're giving additional materials out to power up your units and stuff. So pretty cool concept. Bit of like a 1v1, but it's like a best 2 out of 3 kind of tournament style. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking...
I just hope the rewards are better, because currently Rumble rewards are so garbage.
Rumble, got to be the worst in the game so far, is what I would argue.
Yeah, for the amount of effort and resources you have to invest into it, and for what you get out of it, it just doesn't equate. So they need to fix that.
Yeah, it's just the gems, in my opinion, is the issue here. Like the amount of gems you have to put in to get first place, and only get, I think it's like 150 gems back for first place. It might be less actually, to be honest with you. But I know that first place requires upwards of like 400 or 500 gems minimum.
Yeah.
So like it's not worth the compensation. And I guess people can make the argument that like, oh, but you're earning tickets with those gems, so there's an exchange rate. But it's like it's still less value there because the majority of those islands are kind of irrelevant. So the tickets you're earning are just going to be stocked up for like 3 years until you can finally afford to level up your candy islands, more or less. So, oh well. But that's all right. I mean, I'm looking forward to that Pirate Rumble Grand Party. I think that's going to be tons of fun, hopefully at least. And it's going to be a new, fresh take on the event. But, you know, as most things with OPTC, it might look good on the surface, but on the inside, it's not that fun. Or vice versa, you know, so you never know what's going to happen there. Well, here we go. Get ready for the readathon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got your Audible sponsors, audible.com/goodgreatperfect. Because we'll be reading out a lot of legends in a row. Because as per usual, Treasure Cruise would not be a game. We're going to tell them about the light fixture sponsor. We're going to leave that between us.
because, maybe for the next podcast.
Maybe for the next podcast. But and let us know. You guys would you guys buy light fixtures like LED lights and shit? Let us know. Anyway, moving on. Tons of legends as per usual for Treasure Cruise. So you know, let's just pump through them. Pause on that again. Jesus Christ, I'm in a crazy mood today. Hold on. We have the One Piece Day Zoro and Sanji summer units.
Oh man, everyone was pissed off about this one.
What? Why these guys? I don't know, man. Preface though, their banner had 50 steps, which is just days.
Oh man.
50 steps. It's a 50. Like Jesus. They were guaranteed on what, the 25th. Wow. Good job, Bandai. That's a pretty good one there. But 50 step banner. Banner wasn't that good at all, to be honest with you. So I mean,
It's pretty stock standard.
yeah. But the unit themselves, they aren't a dual unit. They're just a fighter slasher dex unit. They boost the attack of dex characters by 5.25, boost the attack of psi characters by 5.4, and boost the HP of dex and psi characters by 1.25, reduce the damage received by 10%, and makes recovery in tandem orbs beneficial for all characters. If this character has a psi recovery or tandem orb, and you attack with this character, increase orb effect buffs by 0.25. Their special is changes block into psi, 10% HP cut to all enemies, and inflicts all enemies with increased damage taken by 1.75 for 2 turns. If your crew has 6 Dex or Psi characters, boost the color affinity of Dex and Psi by 2.5x for 1 turn, 2.25 times otherwise. They are a super Dex unit, deals 100x character attack and type damage and true damage to all enemies, reduces special cooldown of Dex and Psi characters by 1 turn, and adds 1.5x to the chain multiplier for 1 turn, and then transforms all Dex into Super Dex. And just quickly, their support is attached to the Straw Hats, and once per adventure, when the enemy inflicts you with increased damage taken, inflict all enemies with increased damage taken by 1.3x for 1 turn.
So there is one small error in the database once again.
Thanks, Lawrence.
And it's not that major,
Also,
but the captain effect, where it says that they increase orb effects by 0.25, its color affinity increased by 0.25.
Okay, cool. There you go. Awesome.
But yeah, so I like the support, but it's just a little too niche. Like how often
It's
you
way
really
too
inflicted
niche.
with
Yeah, it's way
increased
too
damage
niche.
taken.
If
and
it
then
was just
also,
like,
yeah.
You also have to rely on being inflicted with that, and you also have to rely on the enemy not having
Yep.
full immunity.
Yep.
So yeah.
Like it is a great support, but like it's tough to kind of make happen. Otherwise, what are you guys' thoughts on the boost Dex by a certain amount, but then also boost Psi by a different amount?
It's fucking stupid. So bad. But I guess yeah, you go.
Go Knight.
Alright. I was just gonna say, I guess it's like to make up that since they're like Dex, and like the Dex characters are gonna get like the super type of bonus. Like the
you're right.
Hey,
You're right. You're right.
It's still dumb.
It is dumb.
I feel like they were supposed to be a dual unit, but they were just too
Right.
lazy to fit.
Every time this happens, man, it really does. They could have
But,
made this a versus unit. You know how cool that would have been if this was a versus unit?
At least they had oh no, versus units don't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. They don't exist. It's like what was it? Int doesn't exist or Dex doesn't exist. It's just all int characters.
Oh yeah, correct.
Versus units don't exist anymore. They're just all.
Well, you know
dual
what?
units
You know what's
in
kind of
one.
funny is like literally Psi units don't exist anymore. The last Psi
Actually,
legend,
facts.
last Psi legend we got was Legend Marco before the anniversary.
Jesus. Oh,
This is the last Psi legend. Crazy.
And
I like at least that
people-
Zoro and Sanji have the full extended artwork. I dig that a lot. I love
Yeah, I
the
agree.
artworks.
Per usual, Bandai sucks off Sanji.
Yeah,
Push
facts.
my boy in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zoro's there munching, and they got
some
Sanji there
water,
having
yeah.
a laugh. Like, come on, dog. But
I love the special though. I think
the
the special's
special's good. I agree.
Like
I
all
agree.
change, damage dealing special, color affinity, increased damage taken. It's super solid, and it's gonna see a lot of play in like. This is good in Kizuna. I mean, if there's gonna be like a quick boss in Kizuna, this guy's gonna be sick.
I just wish that it was 1.5x increased damage taken, but through immunity.
Oh yeah, everyone would
Yeah,
love that.
Like
Sure.
I would have preferred that way more because I guess with the whole like new immunity rework, that's kind of like gone under the radar a little bit. Where like a lot of the time in boss fights, there's like certain things they're immune to, but certain things they aren't.
They kind
I-
of shoehorn certain units to be good in certain
Correct.
content. It's like,
Correct.
oh, here's an int boss, and oh, you can use.
Oh,
increased
guess
damage
what?
taken.
Ooh.
Guess I'm using Yamato then.
Guess you can use Yamato again. Wow. But like, I would have much preferred the damage cut like reduce the amount of increased damage taken, but then like give them that bypass, because I just feel like it'd be much better of a special. But I do agree, it's just a very solid special. Lots from it. And the captain ability is pretty straightforward. The increase the color affinity is really cool as well. Do you know if is that a rainbow thing? It's like as long as they have the orbit increases any color affinity, or
yeah, it's any
okay,
color
cool,
affinity gets increased when you tap with them. So you have to tap with them first if you want
Yeah.
the buffed effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess the super special is pretty good too. 1.5x the chain multiplier is huge.
That's really good.
A lot of damage, a lot of extra damage.
You can use his super type special to wave clear as well, so it might be good in treasure map coming up.
I agree. Very, very good unit, but just very weird choice for One Piece Day.
Yeah, I really wish they would have went down a different route, but I mean,
would you have said, like, would you have preferred Luffy as a solo legend, but then these guys to be the super boss Kizuna?
I would have preferred Jinbe to be the legend.
Yeah, you know what? That's a shout. But, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, we'll get another Jinbe soon enough anyway.
One day. Their Pirate Rumble kit is their abilities, level 5 attack, defense, and crit up to dex. And their special is level 5 attack up, buff to dex characters for 10 seconds, and deals 2x damage to 2 enemies with the lowest HP 2 times.
Good special. Good. They're really good. I've used them a little bit in Rumble, and yeah, they're great. Do
you think they find their way on the Dex team?
They're an option. The problem with them is that their CT is pretty high. But the good thing about it is that they always target low HP characters, so there's a high chance of them getting KOs, which is good.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you could bring them on as maybe like a bench style unit, maybe.
You can if you want.
Maybe to come in and just clean up.
Dofi's still probably the best.
Yeah,
you definitely use that. But like, the fact that it's a Zoro and a Sanji means you can't use Sober Mask PvP rare recruit. So that's the only downside to this unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty good unit overall.
Ratings?
Yes. Oh, we haven't done this in a minute actually. Ratings.
Ratings. We're gonna rate this guy. I'm gonna rate this guy a 8.9 out of 10.
Damn.
I think he's very good.
I would go an 8.5. I think it's just a very solid legend. If you pick them up, fantastic. If you don't, all good as well. What else are we thinking?
0.4.
Okay.
Nice.
Flamingtons.
Drop
the Elski.
Oh no. Like you don't like them? What are you rating them?
I give him like a 7.5.
Fair enough. Interesting. All over the shop today.
Ruffington.
Big Ruffinators. Alright, but fuck that news. We got a new ship! Oh!
Hey, yo!
We got a new ship! Let's go!
Can you believe it? Not a bad ship either, to be honest.
I have to say, I saw when they announced the ship, I thought it was so sad. Everyone got excited.
Everyone's so gassed by the shit. But a new 30 gem ship, it's pretty good. What is it? It's like 1.6x attack, 1.2 something. It was a 1.2x EXP.
1.25.
1.25, and it's like tandem orbs beneficial.
Yep, and then -1 cooldown. Easier perfects and 10,000 flat HP to the crew.
So it's like the best ship in the game. Like it really is. Like it's just super good.
It's good because a lot of legends these days don't really have a lot of good ships they can use. Yeah. Like if you're using like hypothetically, like when I was trying to do a showcase for the Super Evolution of Sakazuki a while back, he doesn't have a good ship to use. Like he doesn't have anything, but this is a good ship that anyone can use. You get cooldown, you get a really high multiplier for a ship. You have one of your slots naturally beneficial.
Yep.
You get a little bit of HP, easy perfects, you get EXP on top of it. Like that's super solid.
It's like if you're not like the whole ship is more or less dead in the water. If you're
host's
like,
still better because it has a higher EXP multiplier.
That's right. Like if you're farming, like if you're trying to get pirate level or you're like trying to like refill your stamina or whatever the case is, like the host still better. But I think in like generic day-to-day content, this What is this ship called? Like a whale shark ship?
The whale sharks. Yep.
There you go. The Jinbe ships. Then yeah, that's much better. On top of that, we got a new raid unit. What?
Raid.
I think the last raid unit was also last One Piece Day.
It actually
Japan,
was.
anyway. Yeah.
Raid Jinbe. Raid Jinbe. Raid Jinbe. I don't know. I'm not gonna read him out, but
No, he's pretty decent though. He's double special activation, gets around a lot of different debuffs. Super solid. And the actual raid itself was like pretty difficult, I think.
Yep, I can attest to that.
Yeah, I don't think too many people in like lower levels would actually beat the higher difficulty, but
always keep in mind the new structure of how things work. All you need is one copy of the unit, and then you're set. I mean, I guess double special activation is kind of annoying, like because you'll have to use tablets if you're really struggling. But I would say if you're a lower level, don't even bother. But it's still a good structure, but it's annoying that you have to farm the copies, and the copies aren't guaranteed or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, and the unit doesn't drop guaranteed, but I think as soon as you clear one of the difficulties, you get like one copy for free.
Yeah. Like I think there was like 5 or 6 copies from Chopper Man missions, if I remember correctly. So
they make it easier for people to max out these units, which is it's a good thing for the easier for the lower players, the beginners and stuff.
Exactly right. Where is it here? It says Chopper Man missions. You receive 13 gems. And several copies of Jinbe. Fuck off. Just
like it is really good for beginners, but I also wish that they gave something for people to continue farming it. Like for people that can beat it, if you beat it X amount of times, you get like level limit break posters or something like that.
And this is like where we were like given an empty promise of like, oh, you can farm level limit break materials. But I guess maybe we read into that incorrectly. Because remember when like the whole update was dropping, they said, oh, you can now farm level limit break materials. Everyone's like, oh wow, okay, like. Here's an opportunity for us to, you can just really grind out and get you can just level limit break everything. But in reality, it's just you get level limit break items from Chopper Man missions. So it's a bit of a give and take situation there. That's all right. Still happy. New raid unit, new ship. Ship's great. Zoro and Sanji pretty good. It's all love there. But from one summer celebration to another, different kind of style though. Summer Festival, Ulti and Hiyori. Ooh.
Oh, well, this is the character that won the poll.
This is the Ulti.
This is the unit we've been waiting for.
Everyone thought she was going to be a TM legend. Or a lot of people did, I think.
Yeah, because that's when they did the previous polls, So it made sense. But also, I think it's interesting they decided to do it now because they did say it was going to be the Yukata, the summer celebration, and the fact that we had the film celebration is probably the reason why they decided to do it earlier.
Makes sense. I would agree to that. But like I said, Ulti and Hiyori, so we'll start with Ulti first. Ulti is a powerhouse fighter strength unit, and drum roll please. Super class powerhouse.
No. Holy.
Fuck off.
That's a first.
That's a first. The first in the game. Yay!
I mean, what actually is that? Is that like is this like the 5th or 6th?
This is like the 5th or 6th one of the game now. It's a matter of fact. What is it? We had Blackbeard. You had the
Katakuri.
3 Tobiropo. Katakuri, that's 5. And now Ulti 6.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, and I forgot about Blackbeard. Yeah, this is the 6th. That's insane.
That's fucked. And there's no. Hey, where's that shooter? Where's the shooter? Come on, man.
This whole feature is not even a year old, right?
There's only 6 of the same class,
and no shooter.
And no shooter.
Shooter's dead in the water.
Shooter's actually the worst class in the game. All right, Ulti though. Her captain ability reduces cooldown of all characters by 1 turn at the start of the fight. Boost attack of fighter and powerhouse characters by 5x, 5.25 if there is a powerful enemy on this. I think is it just on the screen or is it like you need the debuff thing?
Oh no, just as long as there's the one on the enemy side of the field. As long as there's one. Yeah.
Boost HP of powerhouse and fighter characters by 1.5x and reduces despair by 10 turns. Her special is reduces silence and attack down by 7 turns, increases chain tap timing bonus for fighter and powerhouse characters by the 0.2 to 0.6 depending on what you tap, and boosts the base attack of fighter and powerhouse characters by 1,250 for 1 turn. Her superclass marks all enemies with 10 million HP or more as powerful enemies, and boosts the attack against powerful enemies by 1.75x for 1 turn, and increases the duration of any attack up buffs by 1 turn, and then transforms all powerhouse to super powerhouse. And her support, which attaches to the animal kingdom pirates. That's a weird thing to say. Once per adventure, when an enemy inflicts you with despair, reduces despair by 2 turns. Pretty good support.
Yeah, good.
Very simple legend, but very strong. Is kind of my gist with her.
So
I got a cameo request earlier, so
all right, you want to hit it?
Find me on Cameo, Nightmare JP.
What is what?
But anyways, I was told to give a shout out to Octo Haven.
Did they go pay to do that?
Ulti.
Where's Alcott? Hey, hold on, you can't be doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, fuck Octo.
All right, well there you go, Octo. There's your cameo for this episode. So anyway, Todd, continue. I suppose.
Every time I was using this character, I was just like, man, I wish I was using the hybrid Kaido instead.
Oh, that's kind of rough.
Like,
not wrong though. Not wrong though.
Okay. The thing that I like is that her superclass special gives you the conditional boost against powerful enemies, and that effect goes through immunity buffs. So it's essentially like a free conditional boost.
Yep.
So I like that at least. And the problem with this unit is that she's way better as a sub than she is as a captain.
Agreed.
And then if you're not using her as a captain, you don't get the guaranteed conditional boost. So I don't know.
Her special's really good though. Silence and attack down. The chain tap timing is fantastic. I think that's one of the better buffs this year.
I mean, stack that with Who's Who, X Drake.
Yeah, because you have chain multiplied, additional chain, then you have the chain tap timing as well. Yeah. Like plus chain boundary. Like my brother in Christ, you're moving mad. And the base attack boost is always a fantastic buff. It's just an additional attack that gets added on, and it's exponentially growing because of all the buffs you create as well. It's very powerful overall. But I do agree with you. I'd much rather use hybrid Kaido than I would her as a captain. But she's a fantastic sub, though, is what I see from here.
Yeah, I'll definitely use her as a sub, and that support is really good. Because like
support's
Kaido,
amazing.
Kaido crew doesn't have like a lot of good utility supports.
Yeah,
like I know that the Toby Ropo have pretty decent utility supports, but this is just another one you can add on top of it.
And they have like the awkward ones with like that rare recruit Jack and the rare recruit King had like the ones where it was like they removed like 1 turn of something.
Yeah, and that was only on special launch too.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's a bit of a finagle. Like I'll say that one again. That's the word of today's episode. But this is just outright when you get to spared, removes 2 turns. Fantastic, which is really good.
Yeah.
Anything else from the peanut gallery before I move to the Pie Rumble kit? Take that as a no. Don't sip. Yeah, fucking Octo head ass. Alright, her Pirate Rumble kit is her Pirate Rumble ability is boost level 6 HP and attacker buffs to fighter characters, and her special, which is on a 27 CT, is applies level 10 attack speed and critical hit up buffs to fighter characters for 20 seconds and deals 2x damage, 2x attack in damage to 3 enemies 2 times.
She's good, but
very
the problem
strong.
Is that class teams are bad.
Fucking fighters, lad. Get the fuck out of here.
I've done some playing around with this unit in Rumble, and like this and Katakuri and Who's Who all work really well together.
Yep.
But outside of those 3, they don't have a lot going for them. They need like some PvP rev recruits to help them out. Which I guess we'll talk about later with the new Usopp. But we need more PvP rev recruits that are focused on classes rather than colors. They keep doing that, and it's a problem. But once there are better characters that come out for fighters, this character is going to be a staple because she's amazing.
Yes,
but currently not the best.
it's a crazy amount of buffs, especially on like a 20-second 20 seconds of level 10 attack speed and crit, and her specials on 27-second CT. You get like CT reductions as well, like,
and she's guaranteed to hit 3 characters too,
2 times as well, which is insane. So like she's very, very strong, but it's just that you need fighters to catch up now, and it's like at the moment the colors just absolutely wipe the floor still. So I mean, we look forward to that.
Was that Strumpf Sanji PR recruit? Is he fighter or Strumpf?
He's a fighter character, but he boosts strength.
Strength, yeah.
Okay.
You could chuck him on then.
Yeah.
Because technically both of them would get the buffs regardless. So that actually makes sense. That's a good shout, actually. But yeah, there needs to be more specific fighter support, I guess.
A lot of those Rumble Rare recruits, while they can work, is just like their Rumble effects like only boosting colors. Whereas like you have characters like if you had like a Rumble ability like Rebecca, but for classes, that's what they need.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, lads, overall, out of 10? Simp out of 10. A lot of people are simping for this unit.
That's a good score.
Yeah, I think simp out of 10 is the shout for this one.
8.13.
All right, Mr. Mathematics, man. Jesus Christ.
Actually.
fucking 2 decimal place head ass. Come on, dog. All right, what is the rest of the gang thing? Flame Knight, what are you guys vibing?
I'll give it a octo out of 10.
It's an 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Got rolled with that 8.1.2.4.
And what are we, a version update? What the fuck are you talking about? This man's fucking version update, lad. Alright, there we go. From one simp to another, Hiyori! Shout out Kobe fucking for the one time. Hiyori, a cerebral slasher dex unit that is a super dex unit. Fun times. Her captain ability boosts the attack of dex and strength characters by 5x, by 5.25 if they have a 1-0 orb, boosts the HP of dex and strength by 1.25, and recovers 0.5 for this character's recovery at the end of the turn for each time you hit a perfect, and reduces damage received by 15%. I want to note, her sailor ability changes all orbs into 1-0 at the start of the fight, which is pretty cool.
Wait, really?
Yep. And if this character has a 1-0 orb and you attack with this character, reduces enemy slash and cerebral resistance by 15% for 1
Wait,
turn.
I never even saw these crewmate abilities.
This the guy you trust to helm treasure cruise.
How did I miss that?
You know what? Shout out Solaris this time. He got the shit. He's there.
Dude, what the hell? He was busted.
So her sailor abilities are fucked. They're really good.
Holy.
So Hiyori has a 2-part special. I'm just gonna read stage 2 regardless.
Yeah.
Changes all orbs, including block orbs, into 1-0 orbs. Locks all orbs for 1 turn. Reduces bind, despair, and chain coefficient reduction by 7 turns, and recovers 50x character recovery in HP. And her super special is reduces special cooldown of slash and cerebral by 1 turn, and reduces enemies' resilience by 7 turns, and transforms Dex to Super Dex. And her support attaches to Zoro, and just a bunch of other jabronis, like the Red Scabbards and Toki and such. And it is a once per adventure when you reach the final stage, changes orbs of the supported character into a 1-0 orb and recovers 2000 HP. So basically, Vivi on crack is more or less what this unit is.
Yeah.
She's good. Like,
yeah, I like this unit a lot. And when you think of this unit now, like on release, she's like, okay, yeah, this unit's pretty good. But now that you realize the fact that you got Uta, who's also cerebral, that can work with this character, it's this character is really, really good. Though she doesn't do a lot, but what she does do is very good. It kind of reminds me of a little like Shirahoshi Manchuri, where Shiraman, like they don't do a lot, but they really help out in a lot of different ways. Where they have like a little bit of key utility, they can give you some orbs, they can heal, they do a lot of stuff.
This guaranteed full board of 1 orbs is fucking crazy,
and locks it
is fucking even crazier.
And that with Uta is nuts.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
like, we're gonna have a long conversation about Uta, and I know,
and she's got hunger as well. That's nice.
Which is really good, and like she removing bind despair, chain coefficient by 7 turns, like three pretty common debuffs, especially obviously bind and despair. Like, you know,
and also she's a slasher unit, so you can have Whitey base support to remove additional 2.
Yes, I mean, just a very, very good unit overall.
It's weird that she's a slasher and like her attack animation is her like slapping the enemy.
Hey, man.
So I don't know. She got them long nails or something.
She's slashing the wind. I don't know, fucking doing something or other. But she's pretty. She's like, again, I guess the thing that I like about the Ulti and the Hiyori is that they're very simplistic units.
Yeah,
but like it's very straightforward. It's very easy to use.
Once you read the batch, it's like, oh yeah, this is a filler batch.
Yeah, totally filler batch energy, because it's just like very simplistic captain, very simplistic special. Just do a bunch of things. You know, you don't have to stress about like different kinds of mechanics and this and that. It's just like bang, get it done. So very good on that kind of front there. Jumping into her rumble. Her rumble ability is applies level 5 attack and recovery up to cerebral characters, and for the first 30 seconds applies level 2 CT up buff to cerebral characters. And then her rumble specials on her 27 CT as well. Grants 1.2x counter to crew members in a medium radial range for 15 seconds. Applies level 8 attack and speed up buffs to cerebral characters for 20 seconds. And deals level 3 dot damage to all enemies in a large sideways range. For 15 seconds, sorry. Again,
not a big fan of a special, but that rumble ability is cracked.
Rumble ability is very, very good. Cerebral, like, kind of dookie, but I mean, maybe not as dookie now. So
yeah,
like,
I've been trying to build some stuff since yesterday, since the Sugo, and this would help out a lot. I wish I hadn't seen it.
But again, it's one of those. Again, it's the exact same conversation with Ulti. Great unit, great kit, just requires extra support in order to make it like pop off and be beneficial. So, I mean, that's about it. Out of 10, lads.
8.
Another 8. None 8 and 8ers. What about the rest of the rest of the class?
8.72.
Jesus. Knight. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I think I'll like give her like a 7. I don't know. I feel like she's good and all, but you know, like there's just like some things I don't really like about her. Like she does like the pretty big heal, but you know, it doesn't over heal.
Yeah, like that's actually
kind of a waste.
That's a good point. If she'd overhealed, nutty. Like that would have been really fucking good actually.
Yeah, that is a good point. I agree.
I'd probably be like 7.5, 8 as well. Probably the same. The Ulti and Hiyori seem like very similar. I think if I had to pick to have one of them, I think I'd probably prefer Hiyori over Ulti, just because Ulti's kind of covered by Kaido and Drake and Who's Who, etc. But like, Hiyori seems pretty good and stands, you know, has a lot of good utility in that special there. I mean, same as Ulti, to be honest, too. So they're pretty similar in that regard. All right, I know what everyone's here for. It's on the thumbnail. It's on the splash screen. All right, let's all make fun of me. Go for it, lads. Legend Uta has arrived in One Piece Treasure Cruise.
Let's go!
Yo, poggers. But yes, we have the Legend Uta has finally dropped, and alongside a little sneaky Legend Chopper as well.
That was absurd.
Insane. Also, I don't know if anyone realized, but there was the video uploaded to the Bandai Namco channel that showed the art for all the Straw Hats that are coming out.
All the new film Red Straw Hats.
So that's an aside. We have all the arts for them, which is great. But we had this is the official announcement for the whole film Red celebration. As far as we're aware, there could be more coming down the line. Who knows at this point? But we have Legend Uta and Legend Chopper, and we have 3 rare recruits of Brook, Nami, and Robin. We also have a Pirate Rumble Usopp, and that's about it in terms of units there. But without further ado, I mean, Legend Chopper in it.
Yep.
The Mandem. He's looking kind of cute there. He's got his little glow sticks, but
he's happy. He's looking like he Looking like a Jedi with a lightsaber.
Look at his brains on
Yes,
both
sir.
sides of the fucking. So Chopper's captain ability is reduces crew's special charge time by 1 turn at the start of the quest. Boosts int and cerebral characters by 5x, HP by 1.35. Makes int and cerebral characters have recovery in tandem orb slots beneficial. Heals crew by 4k HP at the end of the turn. Boosts the berries and pirate EXP you earn by 1.25. And he duplicates candy, so the same way that the original Chopper Captain V2 Chopper did. His special is heals crew by 50x characters recovery. That I believe is overheal as well.
Yeah.
Reduces crew's bind and despair duration by 6 turns. Applies a negative 50% cerebral resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. And boosts the color affinity for int and cerebral characters by 2.25x for 1 turn. And if the crew lands 3 perfects in this turn, boosts the color affinity of int and cerebral characters by 2.5x the following turn.
It's pretty decent. And he's super type.
And he's super tight. Let me find it here real quick. I'm using the Twitter images, that's why. He's a super class int character. He's a cerebral fighter, int character. And his super class it's for int characters. Attaches to all the Straw Hats and Beppo and Bartolomeo. Kind of interesting. It reduces crew's special charge time by 1 turn. Boosts the crew's maximum HP by 20%. So that kind of TM Koala style thing.
Mm-hmm.
Heals crew by 30% of their max HP. That's just in general.
And it can overheal, yeah.
And it can overheal, yep. And then changes into super int.
So not bad.
Pretty good, pretty solid. His support attaches to Nami, Robin, and Brooke once per quest. If the supported character uses a special, boost the color affinity of cerebral characters by 1.5x for 1 turn. It's pretty good. Very strong support there. Overall, what are your thoughts on that part of him?
I mean, he's essentially like a buffed version of the current Chopper that we have.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like current Chopper. With Limit Break expansion, what does his multiplier go to
I think
as a
it's
cap?
4.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
I think it's 4x, yeah.
And this guy's a 5x?
Just
like
base 5 to int cerebral, which is really good. I tried using him on my auto candy farming team for Collar Ace, and it's just much faster now. Like, it's way faster. Yeah. You know,
there is a couple things different though. Whereas, like, you got the OG Chopper, who is a Rainbow Captain, and also was a shooter, so you could have like really cool stuff with that. But at least this guy's int, so you can use like Kizuna Kid for wave clearing. In a sense. So yeah, there's both benefits.
And his special, I guess, doesn't do as much like debuff
utility
clearing, as the base Chopper, as V2 Chopper, no, V1 Chopper, Christmas Chopper. Did so
more focused on damage.
Yeah, which I guess like that's kind of what they want though. They want you to have tons of HP to kind of just go in there and just bink your way through. And get through content really fast with this guy, because I think like they're definitely aware like this unit is more or less created to farm candy at a faster pace. So like it does make sense the how they've styled his kit overall.
So weird that they decided to make Chopper a legend.
Yeah, like let's get into that. Why Chopper?
I don't know.
Why Chopper? I don't get the reasoning behind having Chopper as the legend here. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and I don't understand why. Out of like, I think it would have been cool. I mean, when was the last? I guess because like we haven't had a Chopper legend in a while. I mean, technically, if you count the Cyborg Frankie, then maybe. But like,
I mean, they probably should have made Usopp the legend. Honestly,
that's what I thought as well. I thought because
Cool.
I guess though, because technically Usopp had Nami Usopp as a legend, so Chopper still hasn't had a legend in a very an actual like specified legend in a very long time. So makes sense to put him out now, and I don't know. It's a bit of a weird decision.
The reason why is because in the movie Chopper, not imagine.
In the movie Chopper dies. There you go. There's your film red spoilers there. So they're giving him one last ode in Treasure Cruise, but I don't know. It's an interesting choice, but I mean,
all things considered, though, he's a pretty good unit.
Very solid. He's a good unit to pick up because like again, like Todd said, he's just a stronger, like higher damage dealing captain ability, which makes him much easier to use when it comes to candy farming too. So it's,
and he is a regular
very,
legend,
very
so
good
he's
thing
not
there.
he's not a super Sugo, so you can get him in more banners hopefully moving forward.
Yeah, exactly
Kind of
right.
similar
That's
to Ulti in page 1.
I think that was it. I mean, I think who said it. I don't know who mentioned it, but like, this structure is very similar to Yamato's release.
Yeah,
where
it is.
Ulti Page 1 came out alongside Yamato in a Super Sugofest, but they weren't a Super Sugofest unit. So it's a pretty interesting decision overall, but overall pretty cool little dude here. Where is his Rumble Kit? Okay, his Rumble Kit. So his ability at level 5 is Cerebral Class, HP up level 5, recovery up level 5, defense up level 5, and when healing up to 4 times, when you heal up to 4 times, you increase the attack of Cerebral, the team attacker by level 2, so up to a maximum of 8.
His behavior pattern has some healing too, so every time he heals, he gives attack buffs.
There you go, I see that. Something normal and then heal.
Yeah,
that's good. And his special is targets teammates within a medium range for recovery up level 8 for 15 seconds. Guard up percent level 8 for 15 seconds. Crit up level 8 for 15 seconds. And targets teammates within large range for a recovery of 4x. So you can really get that attack ramping up for Cerebral then.
Yeah, and when he heals with his special, that also increases the attack.
Procs it too? Wow, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he is absurd. If you guys have taken on the single match challenge that it's currently available on Pyrumble, man, if you don't kill that Usopp quick, you just die because he heals so much.
That's not fun.
He is really, really annoying. He's good
though. It's good. That's a very solid unit. And like we were mentioning before, Cerebral, it's like you need that utility for Cerebral, and you kind of have it here with this unit. So
yep,
he's going to go really well in tandem with the next legend we'll be reading. Or do we want now? Yeah, we'll read Uta next. But
yeah, so
thoughts?
Chopsky's pretty good. I don't think he's not like a top tier unit, but he's a unit that's gonna see some niche usage here and there.
Yeah,
I mean, color affinity for int and then Cerebral, so he's boosting 2 different types of units, which is good. He's got an okay support. He's got a reasonably good captain.
Yep.
Very easy to proc his super type. He's just really good. I'd probably give him like a 9.
Yeah, I'd sit around the 8.5, 9 range. I think it's just another it's again, he's a good legend, but do apologize. He's a good legend, but he's not one of those legends where it's you need to have him. It's like if you have him, fantastic. If you don't, and you still have Christmas Chopper, well then you're just as much in the clear as you were prior. So either way, it's still a positive regardless. So I'd be 8.5, 9 for myself as well. What are the 2 goobers over here?
8.
Solid 8. 8 ski.
Yeah, I mean it's the same shit. I mean, you guys have even said it yourself. They kind of devolved from where units are actually useful for variant pieces of content more moved over to just pulling units because they're boosted. So I mean, it's if you have the unit, the events will be easier. If not, it doesn't really matter.
Good. And Knight, what do you think, boss man?
I'd probably say an 8 as well.
8 as well. Okie dokie. All right, we're gonna talk about the cool one now, guys.
We finally made it. It's time.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go! We just get fucking super hyped. Let's go! All right, this is a
pants right now.
Hey yo! You need to calm down. Pull them shits back up. I don't know what you're trying to do there. All right, well, Uta is a fucking essay, so I hope you sit in because I hope you guys are ready.
At least not a captain.
Yes, thankfully her captain's 3 lines long. Uta, the Song of Peace, is an int superclass unit who is a cerebral striker. She is a superclass cerebral unit. Her captain ability reduces character special charge time by 4 turns at the start of the quest. Boosts int, cerebral, and striker characters attack by 5.25x HP by 1.3, and reduces paralysis / special reverse by 10 turns. Or the crew's paralysis and special reverse by 10 turns. Her special.
Here we go.
Okay. Applies turn progression activated effect on the crew and has the following effects. When the special is launched, boosts Cerebral and Striker characters' attack by 2.5x and doubles their slot effects for one turn. And at the start of the second turn, after launching the special, boosts Cerebral and Striker characters' attack by 2.5x and boosts their slot effects by 2.25 for one turn. And at the start of the third turn, after launching the special, boosts Cerebral and Striker character attack by 3x and boost their slot effects by 2.5x for one turn. And if the effect of the special is removed by the enemy before the full duration, boost Cerebral and Striker characters attack and slot effects by 2.5x for one turn. If the crew has turn progression activated effect when the special is launched, changes all slots including block slots to int, locks the crew slots for 2 turns, and boosts the chain multiplier by 1.4 for 3 turns. New buff is basically the gist of this character. Brand new buff.
So many people are so confused by this, but it's actually not that difficult.
It's very simple. It's very simple. So there's a new buff.
Music buff. Yeah, tell us.
I go for it.
Yeah,
you go for it.
You've been talking for a little bit.
You go for it, Todd. You go for it, Todd. You pulled the unit. So you should talk about him. So
this effect, it's like a music note, and it lasts for like 2 turns or something. But the way that works is on initial activation, you get an attack and an all boost. And every turn, the music buff note will go down. It'll clock down by 1. And every time it clocks down, you get another buff. But apparently, I haven't actually seen it for myself, but apparently this effect of the music note, it doesn't go down like with enemy preemptives. Like, it only goes down when you have an attacking turn.
Correct.
So when it does go down, that's when a new buff is applied. So it'll last for essentially 3 attacking turns. You get a progressively higher attack and orb boosting effect with every turn that passes.
Mm-hmm.
But the really cool thing about it is that when the enemy removes the effect off of you, typically that would suck. However, in this case here, if it is removed by the enemy, it still gives you a buff, which is nice. It still says, if it's removed, okay, that sucks. Here's a 2.5 attack and all boost for you.
Yeah.
That's so good. And then if you have double Uta and you use like one special, and if you use another special while you have the music note buff, you'll get a full board of int locked for 2 turns and a chain boost for 3 turns on top of it.
That's it. That's as simple as it is, pretty much. It's just progressively as the turns go on, the buff you get is higher. If it gets removed, you get another buff. And if you have it should have been called, I hate that it's called turn progression, turn progress activated effect. I guess the reason why it's called that is hopefully it's not just obviously it being a unique Uta mechanic is really cool, but hopefully they use this in future with other units. And it's just, it might be icon differently, but it's still called a turn progress activated effect.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. But it's a very, it's just essentially this unit is fucking broken for TM. Straight up. Like this unit is insane for TM because you pop it on stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, you're going in with a 3x attack boost and like a 2.5x orb boost or whatever it is.
And if you have a super class as well, which can stack even higher.
Exactly right. And then if you have double Uta, now you're rolling with a 1.4x chain multiplier and the super class cerebral on top of that too. Like, insane.
But her cool thing about the unit though is the fact that this unit provides both the attack and the orb boosting effect with one character. So a lot of the time you can dedicate the rest of your crew to the utility. So I like that a lot. And this character has great utility as a captain too.
Mm-hmm. Very strong.
Lots to like here.
So her super class, which is probably what I should have read out at some point. I apologize. I think I cut you off.
No, that's okay.
So when the crew has both an attack and orb boost active, she adds 0.25x to the effect of the attack boost and the orb boost that are launched after the special by cerebral or striker characters for 3 turns, and applies applies to boosts applied by support effects as well. And then it heals 30% of crew's max HP and changes cerebral into super cerebral.
It's probably the weakest component of the character in my opinion.
I would agree. It's very weirdly worded and very weirdly structured kind of thing.
Like, so I think this could have been just about anything else, honestly. It's kind of bad.
It is the Odin effect, if people are confused. So the V2 Odin effect, I should say, where you can use Odin, that little like plus symbol comes up, so any attack and or boost you use after that plus is up, it gains an increase. So I think the intention of this unit is to pop the special, then I think because it lasts for 3 turns. But that's 3 turns, which includes preemptive, so you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You pop the special, and then you pop the super class, and then in the following turn, you'll get the increase of she'll go to like a 3.25x attack and like a 3x orb boost, something like that.
It's like 2.75 orb boost.
There you go, 2.75 orb boost. Sorry,
so it's like, very strong.
It's like that's from one unit alone. You're getting that much damage output is insane. Fuck, it's a very strong unit. Very powerful unit over here. She does have a final tap.
She does.
The final tap is at the final battle. And at the final battle, and 2 or more cerebral characters are on the crew, which makes sense. She's also a cerebral lead. Changes character slot to matching and further boosts the chain multiplier of final tap by 2.25x. So fucking once again, they haven't been able to match V2 Straw Hats at all.
Yeah, this is also a pretty underwhelming component because like this is the exact same wording as Yamato's final tap. So the multiplier that Uta gets with her final tap is actually bigger than Yamato's, but Yamato gives herself a Wano slot, and also Yamato has a chain boosting captain effect.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Yamato will probably end up doing more damage with her final tap, but I mean, if you stack this with all the other buffs you can get, like, it's fine.
I agree.
It's pretty boring. It just no creativity at all.
No, they could. I think that there was probably, I don't know what it is, but there definitely was room for them to do something else with the final tap and with the super class. Like it was, with the super class. Sorry, like I agree. I think they're the 2 weakest points, and this is us nitpicking, by the way, because this unit, from what I've seen and what Todd said and what all the other content people have said, is fucking broken.
She's good,
so powerful. So it's like insane on that regard there. What do you think, Flame? How are you feeling about Uta's release so far?
She's pretty good. I had a question. I don't know if I was just misunderstanding something. So with her super type, as the 0.25, does that stack? Because you guys said you said it would turn to 2.75, but if it doesn't stack, it would only be 2.5 because it's 2.25 or boost.
So so basically, when you activate her special ability and you get like the music note buff at the end, so she gives you like an attack and orb boost on activation for 1 turn, and then every turn when you move on to the next room, you get a 1-turn attack and orb buff that replaces it. So essentially, if you activate her special, which then activates her super type to become activated, then you use her super class special, and then that lasts for 3 turns. That little plus buff. So when you move on to the next room, the normal attack and orb boosting effect that she would provide gets a 0.25 increase.
Right.
So on text, her secondary turn would be 2.75 attack and 2.25 times orbs. So those are both buffed to 3 times attack and 2.5 times orb boost.
Yeah. And then, for example, like I guess the way you'd ideally use it is you'd pop her special. You would wait a turn. So let's say you go from stage 3 to stage 4. So stage 4, you'd have a 2.75x attack and a 2.25 orb. And because you have that, it triggers a super class. So you'd pop that. So you wouldn't get the effect on stage 4. But then when you roll into stage 5, let's say, you would end up getting the final boost, which is after the 3 turns or the 3 stages, where the attack would then go to 3x. And the orb would go to 2.5. And then that would then coincide because the plus buff is for 3 turns. So it would cover stage 4 to stage 5. which would mean you get a 3.25x attack boost and a 2.75x orb boost.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
it
that's
is annoying
interesting.
because if you move into the final stage and they remove your buffs, then
You lose
you only
everything.
get
You don't get that thing.
Yeah.
you only get the 2.5 attack and orbs.
And that's why I think that's why we say it's kind of a bit weird, the superclass, because you have, in order for you to pop the superclass, you need the boost that the superclass boosts. So like it's a bit of a weird kind of, so like it's exactly what Todd said. You get to the final stage, get everything removed. Well, there's no value in you popping the superclass because you're not going to be able to reboost your 2.5x attack and orb. But then the benefit of that is that you still get a 2.5x attack and orb boost regardless. Yeah. So it's like it's a bit of a give and take there, I suppose.
One thing that's also kind of cool is that Roger Newgate's switch effect activates her superclass.
Fuck. Shit.
So, one other question before I go into her kit. Where the fuck's her other art? She only has one art?
Yeah, she debuted as a 6-star.
She debuted as a 6-star, yep. Which is why people have
is it
started
harder to pull her?
No, she's still technically she's still the same total rate as all the other legends, but I guess like spiritually, yes, she's harder to pull because there's no 5-star and 6-star version, you know. But I guess this is why people have been kind of on the boat that maybe she's gonna get a 6+. Like,
that's true.
But like, I think people were convinced she was gonna get a 6+ because everyone thought her ID was 3679. And then the following ID was 3680, would have been her 6+. But it turns out the Usopp's is 3679. And then hers is 3680. Then it's like Brook, Nami, Robin, or whatever. So there's
I have some secret squirrel stuff here.
All right, go for
it. From the data miners. There is still an opportunity for there to be a potential 6+. Because the actual IDs that they use for artworks on Bandai's side of things is a little bit different. So if you see like the icon
space, interesting.
Yeah, there's a space. So that's the so there is a space between Uta's 6-star and then Chopper's 5-star in Bandai's character log.
Yeah.
So there is an opportunity for them to fit character there.
My question is, why the fuck do they do it like this? Like,
I don't know.
Why is her number 12757? Where the fuck does that come from?
Maybe like sprites and special animation artworks are cataloged into that too. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that could make sense. Yeah, it's go for its fame. Sorry, you
I was gonna say no. I mean, she seems like she's really good. You know, having a captain that not only reduces her own cooldown, but then also provides a very high flat attack boost with no restrictions and utility. You know, that's always super good. I do like. I'm pretty sure this is the first type of unit with this type of special effect. So that's always good when they add a little bit of creativity to it. Plus, like you said, not only for TM but for other modes too, you could just kind of stomp through it really quickly, bearing that they don't blow away your buffs and whatnot.
Yeah.
The super class, I wasn't really playing when they started adding the 0.25 to the special effects, but that does seem like it was super strong. That's one of the reasons I really like Summer Vivi, because I'm pretty sure she did something similar like that as well.
Yeah, she like buffs all boost and stuff. Yeah,
I could see at certain scenarios, like where maybe you're fighting like a boss with a very high HP threshold, that could come in a little handy.
Yeah.
As far as the final tap, I mean, at that point, you know, you're already doing so much damage. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
And you know, it does suck that you need, the only way to do it is with the dupe, but we're not gonna get into that.
We're not getting into dupes. But it would. I know this is asking for a bit much, but it would have been cool if she also had like a music note orb or whatever that kind of functioned similarly to like a rainbow slot or like a Wano slot, but was like a little weaker maybe. That would have been super cool, because then it would be like, oh, it changes her own slot into a note slot, and then you know that the note slot does a bit more damage, so her final tap also has a little bit of extra juice behind it. But I don't know. She's still really good though.
Do they play any of the One Piece film Red like music from the artist?
What is it called? New Genesis is the BGM right now, which is really cool. So
Or what, in the Sugo
in
Plus?
just in not in the Sugo, but like in the game. So when
Home
you load in home screen, it just plays that, which is really good. He's gonna log in and listen right now.
About to get the podcast copyrighted.
That's what I mean. This content ID match shit's crazy. But what about you, Knight? How do you feel about her kit overall?
I think pretty much the same as as everyone else has been saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty damn strong. Kind of annoying that only reduces own CD by 4.
Yeah.
Is like the kid shit again, which is kind of cringe. But what's her CD again?
It's at 13 turns.
13 that's with Limit Break Plus.
That's with Limit Break Plus, so 14 turns. So it gets down to like what? Because it would be at, let's say, assuming 14 turns, -4, you're at 10. Sockets is 2, so you're at 8. Ship is 1.
7.
So you're at 7. So that would be about it, right?
Yep.
I wish she also did reduce cooldown by 1 turn for everyone else in the crew.
Oh. You know what you do?
What?
You bring...
If you say Legend Hody, I'm gonna slap you.
No, never mind. No, I was gonna say Hody. No, never mind. I don't think that works. I was gonna say you bring the waifus because they reduce cooldown in their sailor, but aren't they? They're striker.
Yeah,
they
work with them,
right?
They work. They work.
Oh,
is Uta striker?
Strikers. Yeah.
In striker cerebral. Sorry, yes, that does work actually.
Oh, let's fucking go. Yeah,
that's actually a really good idea. Actually,
You know what's funny though? The waifus aren't even pullable on the Sugo.
Yep. That's fucking. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god!
They're the only legend that's not pullable on the Sugo.
They said that they were going to come back for big celebrations. Is this not considered a big celebration?
Someone actually went back and had a look and see what the actual text was on it, and they said that for the Hancock Nami Robin, that they would return during memorable events.
Like half
Annie's
Annie's and
not
Annie's.
memorable enough.
I guess the whole film Red, fuck it, that's not memorable, right, guys? Fuck that. But half Annie in a month's time is gonna release a 5.5x captain. Oh boy, that sure is memorable. Like, come on, dog, come on, man. Oh well, I didn't think you know what? That completely slipped my mind of the waifu unit completely. Jesus, so they really are like the rarest legend in the game now.
Feels like it.
Damn. Okay. All right. I'll quickly read her support because I didn't do this before. She attaches to int cerebral characters, and it's if the supported special uses. I said if the support. So I was about to say if the supported special uses a special, but if the supported character uses a special, boost the attack and or boost of cerebral characters by 1.5x. Very good.
It's a good support.
Like just very strong. She's strong.
You get a Roger Whitebeard switch effect for cerebral.
Yeah, on special use, which is just crazy.
Yep.
I gotta say, probably the best sprite in the game. Like no cap, no questions asked. Her sprite is fucking. Her idol sprite is so sick.
You got the Thule.
She's looking like Judge. And Zoro had a child, and then this is what
That's
she
true.
Yeah. You know how mad I got? Like, again, tangentially. When I was pulling on the Sugofest and I saw Tesoro is like gold, I was like, I fucking did it. And it's Tesoro's dumbass just standing there with his hands raised. I'm like, fuck you, man. I was like, I got so baited. But her Rumble kit. So her Rumble ability is... Where are we at here? Her Rumble ability is Cerebral Class Teammates HP up level 6, Speed up level 6, and when dealing damage up to 4 times, Team Attack up level 2 and Recovery up level 2. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's with Chopper. Whew.
And then her Rumble Special is on 32 CT cooldown. Targets Cerebral Class Teammates for level 6 attack up for 15 seconds, Special CT speed up, level 5 for 15 seconds, and targets enemies within a large range for 3.5x attack damage.
Yeah, pretty good.
Very, very strong woman.
Again, it's the class issue. Classes don't have a lot of good support. They're trying to figure out what's the best way to use this character, and like this plus Chopper and Carrot and Wanda work really well at the moment.
And then if you had the Hiyori as well, you'd be maybe
Hiyori would be a nice addition. But that's the thing is like they don't have like the super hardcore heavy hitters like a Yamato
Yes.
or an Odin
Yes.
or a
Yes.
Luffy crew, you know, something
Yeah.
like that, just to you know, give them a little bit of a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Because currently, when you take it all into account, like Uta's their biggest damage dealer.
Yeah.
Kara and Wanda are pretty decent as well, but
Yeah.
they don't have the heavy hitters at the moment. But they've
I
got
agree.
a good core going at the moment.
Yeah, they need like either another legend would be bad because then you'd be running like 5 legends on a team.
Hey, maybe
Which
they're
is-
gonna release a Shanks or something.
Hey, who knows? I fucking hope to God that isn't Super Sugofest Shanks so I can skip it.
Oh,
But,
bro, I want them to release a new Shanks so bad.
I want them to release a new Shanks too, but I just don't want him to be a Super Sugofest unit, so I don't have the urge to fucking pull for it. But all right, gentlemen, Uta out of 10. Does she step
9.
up to the likes of the anniversary trio or the anniversary quad? I suppose. Sorry,
I'm gonna make a very controversial call.
Interesting.
I think this character's better than Ace and Yamato.
I would actually agree with you. I think
this character.
I don't think that that's as controversial as you think. I think that this unit is this unit better than Hybrid Kaido?
No, I don't.
No,
think so.
Is it better than Super Tandem Luffy? Maybe not. Maybe yes.
Super Tandem's such a broken mechanic.
Exactly, that's the issue. If she was Super Tandem, it's fucking over. It's actually over. It could be the best legend in the game. Is she better than Yamato? Like just base Yamato?
I think she is.
Better than 6+ Yamato.
The only thing I don't like about her with Uta specifically is that like she basically can't get rid of block slots unless you use 2 specials in the same turn. That kind of sucks. But like at least you can use Yamato with her. She hybrids well with her.
Well, there's your fucking Wano slots there as well, which make it even more powerful. Is she better than V2 Straw Hats?
No, absolutely
not.
No. Okay.
that unit is staying best unit in the game for a very long time, I think.
Until they delete Final Tap from the game.
That Final Tap is way too good. It goes through everything. It's like it goes through normal attacks only, and just it's dumb. It's like the dumbest thing they've ever created.
I don't know what crack they're fucking smoking, but give me some of that shit, man.
Bruh, facts.
I want to smoke the shit that Yoshi was smoking when he made V2 Straw Hats.
No Final Tap is getting close to that.
I agree.
It's dumb.
But anyway, sorry, I cut you off. Out of 10, sorry.
9.4.
I would be comfortable saying 9.5. I think she's one of the best legends that have come out this year, and that's saying something because we've had a lot of good legends come out this year.
True.
We're at the Peanut Gallery. Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Which one's dumb?
Obviously you.
It's you. If you had to ask, then it's you. What about you two? What do you guys think?
We got the best sprite in the game.
Got the best art in the game.
Best art in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back for the world tour, baby. Best unit in the game.
Oh, damn!
They even tried to show some of her thighs too. Goddamn!
Goddamn! Her special animation's fucking crazy.
Hey, bro, how we got the best unit in the game and the 6+ didn't even drop yet?
Oh, it basically is Yamato's conversation all over again.
Oh god, I hope it's not a side grade.
It is gonna be. It's gonna be a side grade. It's gonna be a side grade.
If they release a 6+ that quickly, it's got to be a side grade.
And it's gonna do the exact same thing. She's gonna become this. Shanks will not be an int unit when he comes out. He'll be a side unit, and then she'll side grade into a side character. I guarantee.
And everyone can beat local sea monster easier.
Yay. That's actually a shout. Damn it, Todd, you're smart, man. God damn. Anyway, out of 10, Flame, what do you think?
On the real skis, probably 9.5.
Yep. Nightingtons?
Ultra 9.8.
Ultra 9.8. Damn. There we go. That's like a 9.8 plus. You know what I mean? It's not quite a 10, but it's almost there. There we go. Uta's a fantastic fucking character. There we have it. I mean, I would speak about the Sugofest, but I don't think you guys want to hear me ramble on for too much longer. But Todd, how did your pools go?
About as good as I could have possibly have hoped,
yeah,
I think.
I agree.
It was absurd. I mean, 10 multis, getting 2 Utas, 1 Chopper, all of the batch.
Did you get
a couple of good level limit breaks too.
Did you get any new legends? I think didn't you get something new that you're missing?
Outside of the batch, the only new thing I got outside of the batch was Rare Recruit Cracker.
That's where you got hyped. I remember you got hyped at something, and I was like, "What was it?" Rare Recruit Cracker, cool.
Yeah, it took me a while to get that guy, but finally got him. He's good.
There we go.
And how about you, man?
Also,
how about everyone else? Yeah, what's going on?
I popped some multis.
Here we go.
I did a hot 3 multis. I got I think it's V3 Big Mom, the Wano one.
The Big Mom. Yep, she's pretty good.
Yeah, I got her. I got like 3 boas though. That kind of upsetted me.
Ew.
And I got the Dex Straw Hats. That was the anniversary. I mean, not the Straw Hats.
Oh, the Dex Luffy.
The Luffy.
The Dex Luffy. Yeah.
Zoro,
Strong.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. I also saw that. I saw some people were getting the extended animation for V2 Big Mom.
You know, it was for any legend could hypothetically be an extended animation.
Oh no!
I saw people on Twitter get one for Bullet. They got one for Summer Vivi. So
bro, some guy was messaging me. He like was DMing me saying, "Oh, bro, I got scammed. My Bonnie ended up being extended. It should have been Uta." Oh no, man, it's like, bro, like
if I get an extended and it's V1 Whitebeard, I'm quitting the game. I'm putting it on record. On record. Clip it and ship it. If I pull today and I get an extended V1 Whitebeard, the podcast is over. It's done.
I kind of wish I got one just for the memes.
That, bro, no, you would have, bro, imagine if you didn't get Uta in 10 and you were like on multi number 23 or some shit. And you get an extended and it's like fucking like V2 Jinbe or some shit.
That's pain.
It's over for you, bro. It's fucking over for you. You're quitting. That stream is ending. You're clicking that end stream button. You're having to cry in the corner.
That's pain without the S.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Knight, what are your pulls? How'd they go?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were alright. I got fucking Odin, which was new, and then Korra.
Which Odin?
Oh, the V1.
V1 strength boy.
Yeah.
He's none of the other Odin and Roger aren't boosted on part 2 and 3 as well, which I found kind of interesting.
And before part 4?
No, please shut up. As long as part 4 debuts Shanks. No, actually no, fuck you. I don't want that either. Make Shanks a regular batch legend so I can be comfortable not having.
Well, actually, you know what's funny is that when Yamato came out with the 6+, they added the additional part, and then they had Roger and Odin on that part with.
That's a good point.
They could do the exact same shit.
Fucking maybe I'll wait for part 4 to come out and I'll do my pulls there. I don't know. No, I got fucked. It's plain and simple to see.
It wasn't good.
It was not fun. I did look on the bright side. I pulled Big Mom as well. I pulled Black Maria. I pulled Who's Who. I pulled 2 copies of Chopper, and I pulled Nami and Robin. So, like, if we're really adding shit up, I did pull 4 new legends in 30 multis, which obviously
you went to 30?
Good. Yeah, I went all the way.
Oh, no.
Were these multis you had saved up?
Yeah, I did. I only bought 1 pack. So I
thought you went to 20.
Nah, we ended up flipping a coin and it landed heads. So we went to 30. No. It was good content. It was good content.
10 multis.
It was good content. So it's fine.
No.
But no, nonetheless though, like I'll be back today. I'm doing more. I just want to get Uta now at this point.
I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully just one and done.
No, but like one thing that I did want to say is that save your fucking gem mails, people. Jesus Christ. How many times have I got to tell you this shit? I saved 151 gem mails over 3 months. I ended up getting 836 gems out of them.
Damn.
Like, and that's just saving up every gem mail we get. 836 gems. It's a fucking lot of gems. Like
how many multis is that?
14 multis, pretty much. 16 multis even.
Damn.
So, like,
you mean like just don't claim them?
Just don't claim them at all. I let them sit in my mailbox pretty much. And I just let them sit there.
Removes the temptation.
Yeah, and then when the big celebration comes around, I pop them and I'll use them. And then when it's over, I'll go back to saving them again. That's my new cycle of it. Because now I have to... yeah, exactly. It removes the temptation to spend any money, and also removes the temptation to pull on every banner. So, like, it's a bit of a give and take there as well.
That's a lot of willpower to do that.
Amen, brother. And then you get fucking crapped on. Yoshi, you know what? It was karma. I respect it. I've been shitting on Yoshi for a long time.
It's about time. He was out to get you?
I think he was out to get me this time around because I've been out for his fucking neck for like 3 years now.
Negative Twitter presence.
We got you, Poppy-san.
I got a DM from the Japanese Twitter account that is like, get fucked, idiot, or some shit. And then it's like, I see it. Oh, but that's all right. We move. Brook, Nami, and Robin, 3 rare recruits. I know that Brook and Robin are fucking incredible.
Yeah, they cracked.
Brook is basically bobbing on coke.
he's literally Bobbin V2.
He's so good. he's
even the same classes as Bobbin too. He's just a different color.
He's actually so good. It's not even fair.
And yeah, Robin's super good too.
Brook removes damage reduction, defense up, and threshold by 5 turns. He removes 5 turns of attack down, and if your captain is in, he changes block orbs into matching. It's just fucked. Is really, really good. The Nami is kind of weird. Especially under Uta as well. She reduces paralysis and chain coefficient by 5 turns, allows you to choose one character to reduce their cooldown by 2 turns, and if your captain is in, boosts the chain by 0.9 for 1 turn, after 1 turn boosts it by 1.1 for 1 turn. And Robin reduces special bind and burn by 5 turns, and if your captain is int, sets all defense to 0 for 1 turn, and doubles damage dealt to defense down inflicted enemies for 1 turn. So self-proc and conditional there.
Hell yeah.
Very strong. Very, very good rare recruits there. So, hopefully people pick them up as well. Pirate Rumble Usopp also came out. He's got his own banner on the side. His Pirate Rumble abilities, his specials on 25 CT, targets allies in a medium range for crit up level 7, attack at level 7 for 20 seconds, targets 2 allies, excluding himself with low current special CT for 30% CT reduction, and targets 2 enemies with high attack for attack down level 10 for 15 seconds. And his ability is shooter allies receive level 6 attack up, level 6 HP up, and miss rate down level 6. Not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of weird that he's for shooter. Like, especially with all the cerebral stuff that's just come out. I don't know why they've made him shooter. He should have just been cerebral, even though it doesn't make
sense. Yeah, really poor.
It should have just been cerebral, but it is what it is. And the final thing is there's a Blitz battle that'll be happening, I believe, on August 11th PST.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just one of those generic. I think it's a 3-day Blitz. So
I didn't check how long it goes for. I assume it's like 48 hours, or 51 hours, or however much.
August 11 to August 13. So the basic that 50-something hour Blitz battle.
Yeah, rewards like low 50s.
Rewards are generic. It's the same like 4-part reward system where it's like worldwide alliance, worldwide personal, worldwide alliance, personal in-app, and then alliance in-app.
Yeah,
kind of rankings there. So
and there is a special Uta title apparently, so that'd be nice to get.
That's gonna be pretty cool for people to chase as well.
Probably go for top 1000.
There we go.
Ooh, sweaty.
Well,
sweaty.
Got all the badge. It shouldn't be too bad, I think.
Fucking goddamn better get top 1000 with the badge. And that's it for regular news. We actually did that in decent time. We have a lot of questions though, so I want to pump through in everyone's favorite section. In other news, ages ago, there was a film Red Sanji TM silhouette that popped up as the next TM. So look forward to TM Sanji coming out sometime this month. The friend point booster pool got upgraded, so now it's called the Super Power Up booster friend point pool thingy-majiggy. Basically, it's just supposedly it's better rewards, so it includes. I think does it include the rainbow items, or just does it include more lobsters? I think was what.
No rainbows. It just gives you a higher chance of landing lobsters and princess turtles.
There you go. There are a bunch of summer units in the race shop currently, so make sure you go pick those up if you haven't done so yet. I want to quickly read through all the version 12.1 bugs as well. there's a claim all mail error where it doesn't let you claim all your mail. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes it doesn't. The helper captain, the friend captain you pick does not have sockets, which is just crazy. It has 0 sockets. On top of that, the same captain is broken now. So before there used to be like if somebody had the same captain as you, they'd pop up. Now it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Auto launching of specials at the start of the quest can break sometimes, so it doesn't launch. When you the captain swap special effect error occurs when you have a unit that has a support on it and you have a captain swapping ability. The support does not trigger, and sometimes the app will force close on certain quests. All of them have been acknowledged. All of them are in the works to be updated as well. I'll leave the metal shop till last, but there was Yannicka put out a thread on the OPTC subreddit. I think it's closed now, but it was a thread relating to what units have people not had the chance to get for a while or haven't come back to the game for a while. So Yannicka's taken a lot of note of a lot of those older units that haven't come back. So hopefully we end up seeing them in the Ray shop or in metal shops in the future. There's a new app icon, which is just Uta's face, which is kind of weird because it's not her. It doesn't look like Treasure Cruise art at all.
No, it doesn't.
It's a bit interesting. There's new Pirate Rumble bosses. So there's the generic 4 Pirate Rumble bosses that are under Usopp. And then the new metal shop. So we have at the 400 middle tier, we have Superclass Katakuri, Superclass Doflamingo, Ace Versa Kainu, and Summer Boa. At the 250 tier, you have Mihawk Perona and Nami Robin. At the 150 tier, you have Legend Garp and Legend Fuji. I believe that's V1 Fuji.
Yep.
And then in the 100 metal tier, pretty interestingly enough, we have all the summer units. At least a lot of the old summer units have returned again. We have the Onsen, Marco, and Ace, and the 3 the OG World Journey units of Ace, Nami, and Zoro.
I'm so happy they brought the World Journeys back. That's so cool.
I actually didn't have any of these characters, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up buying like all of them more or less, which was really good. So it's good to have those characters, even though they're not as useful. It's just good to have them. Like
these ones in particular are not super great, but it gets me excited because if they're going to release more of them down the line,
if they're going to keep doing this shit, I'm super gassed because it means more of the very specific units. Maybe a Bonsai Akainu will finally make a comeback at some point. Maybe. So
Ichiban Kuji Nami maybe.
Yes, good point. And I think that was basically what Yannicka's thread was about. Yep. It was about hopefully allowing them to put more units in the metal shop going in the future.
Down for that.
Well, from everyone's favorite section into our shout outs. Yeah, I got you there, you jabronis. As we have our got you in the fucking blue ball night there. So I just want to give a massive shout out to all of our YouTube members. As per usual, we really do appreciate and thank your support over these past 8 or 9 months that we've had membership active. We do greatly appreciate it. Also, one thing that I did want to mention real quick, this episode will come out. This will technically be our 3rd year anniversary of GGP.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I need to get the actual date up, but it was funny because I have GGP listed on my LinkedIn. And then people were like congratulating me on 3 years of GGP on LinkedIn. So that was pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. Okay, sorry. But let me see here. So GGP started on August 21st. Actually, we will sneak in an anniversary app then. We will record on our anniversary. But I do want to get people excited. But yes, we have been doing GGP for almost 3 years now. So hopefully next episode 74, will be kind of our anniversary epi then and there, which we look forward to as well.
That's crazy.
But yes, again, our members, we greatly appreciate you guys. Starting off with our GGP producers of TheLordShiro, Alex Wisniewski and Portuguese Sosa. Our perfect member of Bryan, Kisa, McDermott. Our great members of My Drunken Monkey, CS Wins, aka Cody in Canada, and Void Seeker, and our good members of Riowan, Stump, Red Halo, Dr. Erection, and our new GGP, so our new good member of Wankerfella, See what I did there? You have Dr. Erection and Wankerfella next to each other.
Damn, those guys are probably best buds.
That's what I'm saying. They're having fun down there. But, we greatly appreciate your support. It does mean a lot. We are hopefully going to look towards the using the funds you guys have provided us to get something in the works. We have the foundations laid out for that. So we look forward to that and, look forward to showing you guys in the future. But from everyone's favorite section into the shoutouts, into everyone's actual favorite section, it's the Q&A. Woohoo. We're finally there. We're actually finally there. Jesus Christ. It's been an effort. As per usual, you can send us in your questions via at GGP Podcast on Twitter or our YouTube community tab. Our first question comes in from Nagesh9322. They ask, what's OPTC's next big event? Well, aside from what's going on right now, probably Half Annie or September time if they end up doing something.
Well, we know that Film Red is going to be going until the end of October.
Yes.
So, well, at least that's when the event officially ends. So we don't know what's coming out between now and then. But yeah, the Half Annie usually is in November, which would lead into, the end of October. So that would make sense. End of Film Red ends then, Half Annie. And because we have the New Year celebration, obviously, end of December, that is likely going to be a Super Sugo. I'm not expecting Half Annie to be a Super Sugo. It'll probably be just a generic, kind of like what they did with Global Annie, where it's a really hype celebration, but it's not a Super Sugo. Something like that.
I would also see, because it's the interesting part about the banner here we didn't talk about is that each part is called a prelude, like part 1, 2, and 3. And part 2 and 3 end on the 27th of August. So in time for a new end of month batch. So we don't know what's going to happen here, really. Nope. I don't know where they kind of go from here. Probably back to Wano, because they haven't done enough of that yet. But like I would say Half Annie's the next big celebration coming up. But then again, who knows, really? There could be a part 2 to Film Red celebration. There could be, something else completely random. So, who knows?
You're wrong.
All right, what's going on?
The next big celebration is Yoshi's birthday.
Oh, shit, when's Yoshi's birthday?
Oh, I don't know, but it's coming up.
You can't say that then. All right, let me go ask. Let me go send him a DM. Let me go send him a DM real quick, and I'll find out for you guys.
All right.
Next question from Zedian135. They ask, how much longer do you see OPTC surviving? Will we be lucky enough to see year X anniversary? I'm guessing like 10th anniversary. I'd say yes.
As long as the anime is still active, then I think there's every chance that this is still going to be active. Like this.
Yeah. I think people forget that whilst we shit on the game a lot, and deservedly so, the game is actually making, on average, more money than ever.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, the game is shit, the banners are shit, the content's repetitive. Yes, we all are aware of it. But if you look month to month, how much revenue the game's pulling in, it's more than ever right now. Or it's at least the average is higher than ever.
It's the most successful One Piece game of all time.
Period. Like, and it's clear as well. Clear.
Why would they end it right now? They're literally making, and as we said, they're making more money than ever than they have right now, month to month. It doesn't make any sense for them to end it. So unless that changes, it'll be sticking around.
Yeah, unless the game takes a massive nosedive, which I doubt it will, because if they just keep releasing at the same consistency, the same way they've been doing it for the last 2 or 3 years, nothing's changing at all. The game will still be popular. The game will still make tons of money in Japan, because that's all that matters. They might close the global servers, maybe, but they will not close the JP servers because that makes a lot of fucking money, I think we will get to 10th anniversary, which is a fucking scary thing to think about. You know what I mean? Damn. So we'll have to wait and see there. Next question from Lenguin Zero. They ask, when are we getting a GGP anime/manga tier list? When someone makes it for us. That's what I'm saying. Because we had Cody made us the food tier list. I don't want to use some random ass like tier list maker. I want somebody to make one for us. So if you want to make one, Lenguin Zero, by all means, let us know. We might be able to do it for you.
Yep.
Next question from T3D Flex, or Ted Flex, I suppose. Wouldn't it be cool if they made a special rare recruit banner like Bonnie, STR, or Tashigi Sai? So I'm guessing those mean the limited rare recruits, for example, for the collection. What do you guys think? They used to have that. And technically they still do, because the Kizuna banners can drop or provide limited rare recruits. But
yeah, you can pull them on Rumble banners too.
Yeah. So like they are available, but they're just not as common as they used to be when they used to release the limited rare recruit banners from time to time.
A lot of them aren't really like that useful anymore anyway, to be honest.
Tashigi has a great support. Bonnie's still really cool, but like I haven't seen her used in a very, very, very long time. So take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Next question from the Carrot, I think. They ask the best, I guess, what's the best way to start playing OPTC for a beginner?
Check out the Lesson Time series.
Spend money.
Well, that helps too.
No, check out the Lesson Time series. I believe it's on the Bandai Namco official channel as a playlist, and that kind of goes through all the game modes, all the features, everything really that the game has to hold. And that's a fantastic place to start. And I think the benefit of Treasure Cruise is that there's so many fantastic online resources. You have the OPTC database, and that's a fantastic resource for literally every kind of unit in the game. You have Nakama Network, which is essentially a network of people building teams for content, and you can kind of filter to what units you have and such as well there. And of course, you just have YouTube, where it's still to this day you can just type in, versus Akainu versus fucking Raid Jinbe or some shit, and someone will have a team that does that.
Yep.
So it's very easy to get into, especially with the beginner Sugo. We didn't talk about that shit. Oh my days, that Sugo is fucked.
That shit's cracked.
That shit is fucked. If you can get 1,000 gems, which you definitely can within 3 days, you can end up getting yourself a Roger, a Yamato, and a V2 Straw Hats. And that's 3 legends that will literally carry you throughout the majority of the game as well. So
and there's like a bunch of other like super Sugos you can pull. The steps are great just even before that too. Like,
yep.
It is insane.
Very, very cool there. So it is probably easy to get in Treasure Cruise more than ever before. Next question from Awakener810. They ask, which content creator that used to make content but doesn't anymore do you miss the most? Me personally, I miss Zinigami. Who, if anyone, do you consider a rising star in the OPTC content creation community? Who do you guys miss?
Thanklol.
Thank the GOAT. I miss Nightmare JP, man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Shout out to the homie.
I miss Flamegears, man. I miss those guys.
I don't.
Fuck that guy. Dick ass content. But yeah, who do you guys miss?
Annoying Dofi.
Annoying. Yes,
oh, yeah,
that's a name I've been heard in a long
That's
time.
a throwback name, dude.
I miss Takashi.
He came back for a little bit, did he not? And then he just disappeared again?
Actually, you know what was kind of good? The game with streams.
The game with streams is so fun.
Yeah, game with streams was fun.
This guy would be there spending like 30 gems on a fucking raid just to figure out all the mechanics that run on the website. Shit was so good, dude.
Just to be with like 5+ Luffy. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
And the Sugofest pool streams that they had. That'd go crazy.
Cause that was like back in the day where like they would just pull fucking so much.
Yeah, they had the game with budget.
They had the big boy budget back then.
Yeah.
It
was good times.
Content creators on the rise. I think I could probably attest to this a little bit. I would say these are pretty like underground people, but they're still pretty good. Like they it's not that they've released like Toadski style content, but they release team content. There's a person called Natsu4495, Obito, San OPTC. He's made a massive push in recent times. He's releasing a lot of good content now. I believe there's someone called San Legend. I think that's their name. Not a lot of subs, but like they're releasing some pretty decent team content. And I'll always give a shout out to, I believe his name, or their name, sorry, is Solo Lion.
Okay.
He's a very, like, where is it? I think it's, I don't want to get his name wrong. I want to give him the shout out he deserves. Yeah, Solo Lion. They're almost 2,500 subs, and they've been releasing a lot of good content. And they started speaking in their videos as well, which has added a lot more to it overall. So, you know, that's probably my odes there to those
someone
people.
in my Discord has been making a lot of content recently. Their name is Omai Wabaka.
Oh yeah, that person. Yep.
They've been making a lot of videos recently, so shout out to them. And Ja Morant, OPTC.
Ja Morant, OPTC.
Yeah. And TheLordShiro making some videos here and there when new content comes out.
They're all coming through here, you know. So,
shout out to all those guys. Just keep grinding, even if it doesn't seem like it's doing much, just keep uploading videos.
You know, shout out to me. Fuck y'all. Shout out to me, man. the auto king is fucking here. you jabronis. But no, like literally exactly what Flame said. You know, it's a tough OPTC's tough content world because there's a lot of people making a lot of teams you just don't know about. So, I actually want to give a shout out to some JP people as well. One person that I recently found who's been making content for a while. I think they're called like Dylan OPTC or something like that. Like Diran no Dore, which is like their Japanese name, but I think they're like Dylan OPTC on Twitter. They make really, really good speed farming, easy to build content. And again, Shiren's my goat. They always have a team that has no boosters on it for all content that comes out, which is always fantastic. And then, as usual, Mushuji, I think their name is. They're like a very heavy PvP person, and they're like, that's always really, really good content as well. And I think that's about it for the JP ones as well. So shout out to all you guys too. But you know, sweet. Lots of content out there, lots of more good stuff coming out, you know. We appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Next question from Diogo Leone 1M, I think that is, or LM, I don't know. They ask, who do you think are the top 5 goats of Treasure Cruise? Yeah, you got 4 of them right in this call. Hey, boy. Okay, never mind. What I mean is, what legends were the best specifically at the time of their release? You can take into account both for how long they were the best and how relevant they remained even after being power crept.
This is a good question.
V1 Akainu.
Well, I don't know. Hang on. Because like,
wait, are we doing personal lists or we're gonna do?
We'll do a group one because it'll be better.
So like you said, V1 Akainu, right? But at the same time, Timeskip Luffy was also kind of there.
V1 Akainu was a fucking menace though. He was a menace.
So I mean, the first one that comes to mind would be Lucy.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Legend Lucy was fucking incredible. It's just absolutely broken.
I was also thinking maybe Log Luffy, but I don't know.
On JP Strongworld Ace.
Strongworld Ace is kind of cracked, but
Strongworld Ace was kind of cracked.
He wasn't actually around for that long.
All right, let's be honest. V2 Straw Hats, I know they're still brand new, but you got to throw them in the conversation.
They're the current goat.
They're current goat right now. So there's 2. You have Legend Lucy and you have the V2 Straw Hats.
I guess you got to put Akainu in there. Or what about V2 Akainu?
No, I think V1 Akainu was...
Or that Kaido V1.
Yeah, Kaido V1
I would put Kaido V1 in the conversation.
So, Kaido V1, Lucy, Straw Hat Crew.
Yes, I would say those 3 so far. Maybe we make an exception for V1 Akainu / TSL. Because it's kind of same era, but they both kind of reign supreme at the same time.
I would be okay with that.
I think you have to put it.
Because I think you can't put one. Either you put both of them as 2 separates, or you don't put either of them in, or you put them together.
No,
so I think putting them together.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to say which one more represents that era, you probably still have to say Akainu, though. To be honest,
I would agree, but I think you do V1 Akainu.
As much as I hate to say it,
yeah, I would still give TSL his credit. I would say. V1 Akainu / TSL for the number 4 slot. And one more. You know what? Let's just give it to Log Luffy, man.
I was personally
Could do Snake
I was
Man.
personally gonna say Luffy Law because they were like the best legend in the game for like a
That's
year.
a great point, actually. Too, they were really fucked. I forgot that they even existed. To be honest with you,
And you can
They
even
were-
say like maybe Bullet to an
Roger.
extent, probably not. Roger.
Oh, Roger!
Yeah.
Come on, dog. He was the
Yeah,
best legend for a whole year.
Roger was the best legend for like a year. Yeah.
Yeah, those are three
Damn,
good
we-
ones. Roger.
All right,
damn,
let's
we kinda
recap
dumb.
it. We got Roger, we got
Yep.
V1 Kaido, we
Yep.
got Lucy,
Yep,
Straw Hat Crew, and
Yep.
then the V1 Akainu / TSL.
done. There's your top 5 goats right there of 5 different areas.
I'm
of
pretty
Dragon
happy with
Cruise.
that list.
I am too. I think it's really good. There we go. All right, next question from @Obsidian_Steed, and they ask, "What's the wildest thing at a birthday party you've seen? Hope your birthday went well, Toski. Hope Papi gave you some of that cake of his." Pause
Oh,
on that
shit.
real quick. That's
go.
fucking crazy.
No.
But yes, happy birthday, Broseph.
Yes, appreciate that. Yes.
Broski, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The bro.
How old are you
Thank
now?
you guys.
75. 26.
yeah.
That's what I meant to say. My bad.
26.
All right.
Old fuck.
Jesus. Hey, but hey, hold on, Knight. You're older than me, Knight. So you're an old fuck to me as well.
Bruh.
Wait, how
chill
old are you,
out.
Papi?
I turned 20. I turned 24 in May.
Oh, what the fuck? You little
You didn't-
baby ass.
I'm old fucks. bunch of old geezers in this fucking call. You fucking decrepit old men. Anyway, wildest thing you've seen at a party. What are we vibing here? I'll start. Give you guys some thought. I don't know why, but as per usual, as male species, people tend to show their senses of strength. So 2 of my friends were wrestling in the backyard, and I mean that in the literal term of wrestling. Don't get anything twisted here. And it was it was right next to like the garden bed. The garden bed was like made out of bricks. I think you guys can tell where it's fucking going. One of them got like flipped over, head crack onto the garden bed, is game over. Ambulance called.
No.
That guy got sent straight out of there. Man had to get stitches in his dome. It was not
Yes.
pretty. It was not pretty. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to any more parties with this fucking jabroni anymore because I don't want to get my head cracked next. But that's probably it's probably about the wildest thing I've seen. I've been pretty tame parties, IMO.
Funny because two things come to mind for me, and they both involve Jacob.
Yeah, of course. Naturally.
I remember one time Jacob was playing beer pong, and I think like the ball was about to like drop off the table, but he went to go grab it, and he
No.
literally just headbutt the table straight up, like full force headbutt the table.
Oh no.
That was pretty funny. And then the other time, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it, but let's just say Jacob had a bit too much to drink, and me and someone else were basically his life support.
Man was actually man was about to perish.
It was pretty bad. It was the most severe case of alcohol poisoning I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my days.
Oh god.
Right, shout out to my man Cobb.
Cobbinator, man. Goddamn. He's a fucking wild dude. What about the other 2 boys?
Well, for me, this wasn't really a birthday party. This was more of a birthday dinner.
Mm.
And it wasn't. I unintentionally happened to me. So we were at like like a booth. There was a couple behind us, and it was like my birthday dinner. And I don't know what was happening behind them, but it was the old classic. Fuck you! Throw the water in the guy's face, and I was sitting behind the guy.
And you got hit with the water too.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah.
That's mad. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's
sad.
bad.
What about you, Knight?
Oh, that's hard. I don't even know, man. Like, I can't think of anything really crazy right now.
All right. No stress.
Yeah.
It is a tough question, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see too many wild. I don't go to any of those crazy ass parties, man. So you know me. You know the vibes, man. All right, next question from @Portuguese_Sosa. They ask, what is a goal everyone has for themselves by the end of the year? I'll take a break from the out-of-pocket questions this week. Thank you guys for the good work. Peanut butter burgers are a 9 out of 10. Cody even watched me devour it on voice chat the other day. Both of y'all are fucked. Both of y'all are fucked, man.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
I can't trust either of you guys.
God damn.
Speaking of food updates, Knight, how's the food list going? You had boba the other. You
It's
had
going
boba the
good.
other. You had boba
Yeah.
the other day.
I've been knocking things out.
How's boba?
It's like booba. It's pretty good.
Damn. All right, bet. There you go. Let's go. But what is a goal for everyone by the end of the year? What's everyone's? Does anyone have a goal in mind they want to accomplish anything by the end of the year?
I haven't even set a goal for myself. I don't do that. I just like take it day by day, to be honest.
I respect
as long as
that.
I'm surviving, I'm good.
Yeah, as long as I'm alive, damn.
Right. That's a start.
Let's go. I guess for me, it's I want to lose more weight. I want to get to like about 100 kilos by the end of the year. That'd kind of be the plan. I think it's very doable. So I'm looking like, I'm trying to, keep that up. I guess for GGP, I want to make the award show fucking incredible. And that is at the end of the year. So I know that's probably my two goals for this year, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right, Flame, you got anything?
No, not really. Just upgrade everything I've been currently doing.
There we go.
None too crazy.
And Sweat.
Oh, who's sweating?
You.
I know, I'm joking.
You're always sweating. Oh, and Knight wants to get sub 1 hour straight speedrun.
That's not happening yet.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't know. I just want to just keep what I'm doing. Prove myself. I don't want to like. I have like a weight loss goal, but I guess I want to like look like Bullet by the end of the year. Like,
Damn! Wham! Looking fucking wham!
Exactly.
They're gonna pull up with the fucking Dorito back, man. Jesus Christ. I like it. I love it. Good. All right. Next question from @Definitive Zach, the GOAT. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, doing anything you wanted to do, no cost restrictions, what would you be doing, where, and why? Where would you guys want to be in the world right now?
Japan watching film Red, baby.
Oh, that's the objective answer to this.
Bro,
I would say that too.
Bro, we're gonna go get some Ichiran ramen, then we're gonna go see the film. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Holy.
I think aside from that, for me, I'd like to be in like a fucking small town in Italy, drinking like a little espresso just on the sidewalk at 1 p.m. Just enjoying the sun.
No, but there's no cost restriction, so that means you can do all the multis to get Uta.
Oh shit! Fuck you! I'm staying in my seat right now. I'm pulling it so I get Uta. I'm not traveling nowhere. No, but I think the shout for fucking film Red is a you know what? Yeah. Fuck Sandman. Honestly, on Twitter.
Oh.
Fuck Sandman.
Dude. Apparently, they just announced Uta's Super Evolution.
No!
Yeah, I'm getting a translation. Hold up, it's in Japanese.
Let me translate it, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hang on.
Back to the fucking mines.
Added on the 3rd of September, the Super Evolution of the new Super Sugofest Uta has been decided.
Damn, the 3rd of September.
Yep, it says. Yeah, it actually says it in English now too. Super Evolution is added to the new Super Evolution only Uta. Crystal skulls will be given to everyone. The Super Evolution form of Uta will not be appearing from this Super Sugofest.
Let's go! The next
so it's gonna be soon.
Interesting. Wait, was this added to the actual Sugo? It is.
Yeah, it's in the Sugo banner.
Yeah.
Why would they add it a day later? That's so weird, man.
Interesting. Well, that's an exclusive for everyone. Super Sugofest Uta coming out. Look
We've
forward
heard
to
here
it.
First. Well, definitely not first because this
Please,
is later.
please, no side grade. Everyone in the comment section, pray to God, no side grade. Save us all the need for fucking 2 copies of this dumb bitch. Please, I beg of you. Where would I want to be in the world right now? Not here. That's
not here.
not here. Goddamn. Oh, there you go. That's some crazy news then. So everyone's assumptions were pretty much correct. There it is. So we look forward to that. And does that mean that we're gonna get something at the end of the month? Maybe. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe the end of the month batch is gonna be Uta plus whatever else they release. So we look forward to that, I suppose. And we'll just keep going with the questions while Todd's still figuring shit out, I guess. From Vin Smoke, as per usual. I heard that Knight believes the sequels to be the best movie trilogy of all time, and I was wondering how his brain came up to that solution. Knight, do you want to care to explain the situation here?
It's just basically like it's about Star Wars. Like Vince Smoke, he finally watched like the last 3 Star Wars movies, and like we've been shitting on it in our Discord, and it was just making a joke about that, I guess. But yeah, I don't really like the newest Star Wars movies. But yeah, that's basically a joke. Yeah.
Thank you, Vince Smoke, for your once again inane contribution to the podcast. Next question from Dr. Erection. Hello. They ask, what are your thoughts on the new mainline Pokemon games? For me, I'm just sad that the Switch limits anything that they would want to do. Also, did you guys have any favorite spin-off Pokemon game or spin-off game of Pokemon? For me, it has to either be Ranger games or the Mystery Dungeon games. Keep up the amazing work, gents. I know that in the next episode, obviously, of GGP, we'll have a more thorough discussion of Scarlet and Violet. But I mean, what do you guys think of the mainline Pokemon games? Or at least, like, what are your initial thoughts of Scarlet and Violet?
Fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I think
it looks dog water.
Dude, I'm always excited for Pokemon games, but this is like the one time that I don't give a single
that's fair.
fuck.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm still probably going to buy it and play it, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, you're definitely going to buy it.
Yeah. We're all going to buy it. We're locked in. They've got us. You know what I mean?
I'm not that excited for it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's Game Freak. They depress me.
Right?
It's just so like it. Not that I care about the graphics, but it just looks dog shit. And me and Ryo watched it last night because he hadn't seen it yet. The introduction trailer, and like the first thing he said is like, "Bro, why is it so empty? It just looks so empty." That's the worst part. It is way too empty. I don't like that. I don't want it to like make the world fucking like livable. Make it like seem like inhabited, but in reality, it's just empty as shit.
Yeah, and that's what sucks about it is because they released a picture of the map of the new region and it looks so bright and vibrant, but then like when you actually play the game, it looks just like shit.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'll still play it. I love how like we did get it right. It is like a choose your own adventure kind of thing where you can just kind of take any path you want. You can verse anything in any order. There's 3 different storylines, which seems pretty interesting. So we'll have to look forward to that. But I want to hear Knight. What were your thoughts on that Pokemon Direct?
It was alright. Like, I agree with you guys that, like, you know, visually, definitely not the best for sure, but I don't know, I think, like, some of the new stuff and, like, the stuff that they, like, shown are, like, kind of cool, but, like, visually, it's not that great looking, but like I'm like excited like to like do like the raids again. Like that was something that I liked about
it's interesting the way
Swords and Shield. Yeah. But now they're like revamped and they're like better where it's not like, oh, I have to wait for everyone to like choose their move. I can just do shit without like having to wait for people. I really like that aspect. And I know the co-op's not going to be good, but I'm curious to see like how it plays out.
Yeah, I hope it's good, but not expecting much from Game Freak,
exactly.
honestly.
I'm just not expecting much, you know. There you go. There's our thoughts there. And also quickly, favorite spin-offs. Sorry, Pokemon games.
Mystery and Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
Good choice.
Or for me and my friend used to play a lot of Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. Like a
Or
lot of
Pokemon
that.
Ranger.
Okay.
Pokemon Ranger's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Ranger. Go with it.
All right. Next question from Forgiven Relief. Shout out Nip. Shout out him. He's like one of the goated Bounty Rush content creators.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
Nadim, my man.
Nadim. Next, what gachas do you guys play / keep up with, even just casually? What's our gacha update for the month? I'll quickly jump in. I'm only playing Treasure Cruise, but I've been playing for a while now. It's not a gacha game, but it's a mobile game. It's called Everdale. It's by Supercell. Basically, it's just one of those like resource collection, like timing based events. There's no like combat. It's kind of like you get put into like a village or like an island with a bunch of other like random people online. And it's just you just have to like build up the island and like spend. It's a good like time waste to just have something else to do. So it's been pretty fun overall.
Gotcha. I've been playing Dokkan and Alchemy Stars, but as far as this month, there's a new game that's coming out next week. It's called Tower of Fantasy. We're playing that. I think Todd mentioned he's gonna check it out.
What's that again?
Tower of Fantasy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be onto that when it drops. Yeah.
There's also I got invited to the CBT for this other game. It's called Nikkei. Got us a victory, so I've been playing that. It's only up for a couple more days. But yeah, I mean that's really it. A lot of the other gacha games that I want to play are still like in production, like Honkai Star Rail. MiHoYo has like another game that's coming out.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
Too many.
Same shit.
Night, what have you been playing?
Oh, the only gacha got me back. Treasure Cruise, baby.
Oh, Night's back.
Yeah.
Can we expect content? Question mark.
No.
There we go. Put the nail in the coffin now before anyone asks. Retired from content, just playing it very passively. So, that's good.
Yeah.
And Todd, what about you? What have you been playing? What gachas are you up to?
Just Treasure Cruise currently. Definitely going to be checking out Tower of Fantasy, like what Flame's doing. Yeah. And I know that the Full Metal Alchemist gacha game just came out recently.
Yep.
I'll probably download that and give that a shot, but unless it comes out in English, I probably won't actually play it.
Is it Japan only right now?
I think so right now.
Yeah, I downloaded it via QApp on my Android.
Yeah. I might check it out.
There we go. Next question from Colo, I don't know. What is everyone's favorite unit of the game in terms of style, play style, or artwork? So just quickly rattle them off. Right now for me, I would probably say Hybrid Kaido right now. Would be my favorite unit of the game, I think.
Hybrid Kaido currently is my favorite unit to use.
Yep.
He's so cool. Good
He's
artwork
really,
too.
Really good. Very, very strong boy.
So cool.
Where are the rest?
Super Tandem Luffy.
Yep.
Nice.
Good shout.
I just played the trial island with Uta.
So Uta. Nice. Next question. Nexus_father. They ask, hello GGP podcast team. I'm back. And this time I have a question. What is the highest amount of free-to-play gems you have saved? My all-time high is 1,200 gems. What is
free-to-play
gems?
Amount?
Yep.
Not that much. Probably like 300 or 400.
I can't remember as far as OPTC wise, but in Dokkan recently I saved up 1,300 free-to-play stones for the anniversary.
Jesus. I think my highest is 2,700 gems, I think was at the free-to-play side of things.
And I want to say it's worth mentioning, I did that in 3 months.
Yep. Like I said, Treasure Cruise, you can save a lot of gems by saving up your mails, so keep that in mind too.
Yep.
Next question, Monkey Indo, they ask, what is everyone's favorite type of music, genre, or artist? I've gotten into hard style a lot recently, so I'm just listening to a lot of hard style music. good for gym workouts and stuff like that. So that's what I've been kind of delving into a lot.
I've as of recently, I've been listening to a lot of alternative.
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
Yeah.
I like me some house music.
Nice. Some uts. Right, sweat.
Oh, drum and bass kind of cool too.
Yeah, drum and bass kind of cool too. Would agree.
Recently I've been listening to a bit of like what is it? Like European metal.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
There we go. Next question from Tyler Fisher. They ask, why the hell them giraffes got long necks, huh? What they need to talk about up there that what they need to talk about that they got to be all the way up there. They're hiding something. You know what? I couldn't agree more. Why do they have long ass necks?
That's a really good shout, actually. Holy.
What are they talking about up there? That's also great. You know what? You're onto something, boss man.
You're thinking about the right shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. You're really out there changing the world.
This is the type of man that needs to be in government.
This guy needs to be in charge of something. I don't know what it is, but he needs to be in charge of something. Yeah, that's a good ass question. I
don't know. What are they hiding? Maybe they're trying to take over the world.
You never know. Them long ass necks.
That'd be awesome.
Would it be awesome? Hold on. if our overlords were just fucking big ass giraffes, they'd kill us all very quickly.
They wouldn't. They can't stampede us.
But them necks can swing though. Fucking what that neck do?
Well, if you hit them in the neck hard enough, you just like suffocate them. So that's what I'm saying.
Hey, that neck is a big target.
I forgot where I heard this from, but I heard that like if a giraffe actually like swung its neck at you, it's like super strong.
Yeah, it's got a hard head. Full of force. Then that neck would be. So fucking man, I don't know, I'm scared.
I mean, my hockey's stronger.
Damn. All right, fucking nerd man, JP. And final question, as per usual, from CS Wins, aka Cody, aka fucking Portuguese Sosas V Chat Love Child Peanut Butter Burger Consumer. Howdy, folks. As always, thank you for the work that you do. To clarify from last week, I'm not actually a farmer. I grew up on more of a ranch-style property with horses, goats, chickens, and other critters. My uncle makes his own hay and sells it to us every summer. Because of that, usually we have to take a week's worth of evenings to load it from the field onto the trailer, and then from the trailer into the barn. It's a bit harder to make time for it as I've gotten older, but gotta do what I can to help out my folks. Good man. And for some food questions. Have you ever tried ghost peppers? Had one a few years back. It wasn't as deadly as I had expected it, but it definitely kicked me down the road. Lol. Have you guys had ghost peppers before?
I haven't.
I want to.
But yeah, I'd be inclined.
I haven't, and I don't plan on having one anytime soon. I think
I'd try it. I like spicy food, but yeah, I think it'll be like it'd be painful, but you know, you'd get over it.
You get over it, exactly right.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you'll die.
You might go into hyperbolic. You might go into a fucking shock and die. You never know, right?
Soul Society.
Next part. Are y'all soggy cereal or crunchy cereal connoisseurs? He's crunchy all the way. Can't stand soggy.
I don't. Does anybody like soggy cereal?
I don't mind it. Like, I definitely prefer crunchy, but like, if my cereal goes soggy, I don't care. I'll still eat it.
I don't prefer it like crunch. I prefer like the milk has splashed on the cereal. Medium crunch. Medium crunch cereal is elite, I think. That's my take.
I want to break my teeth. Crunch.
Damn. All right, this guy's got private health insurance. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I'm a smooth guy in most cases. Crunchy hits into PB&J for me, though. We know you're a smooth guy, Cody. How did you fucking marry?
Got a smooth brain.
Yeah, smooth, bro.
I was trying to compliment him that you pulled up. Man got smooth brain. Come on, dog.
Come on.
I think if I was gonna try that peanut butter burger, I think smooth would make a bit more sense. Like I don't want crunchy peanut.
I don't want a crunchy peanut on my peanut butter burger. I agree.
Yeah, smooth's the way for that. Just saying.
I may be the oddball one, but I don't actually like peanut butter.
There we go.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if I had to pick between the two, probably Smooth. Just
Yeah, if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick Smooth.
Just more consistent, you know.
Yeah,
I'm a Crunchy all the way.
Damn.
When I was a kid, I liked Smooth, but then you know.
When I was a kid, I had a smooth brain, and then I got ripples in it. Now I like Crunchy.
I love Crunchy peanut butter. It's so good.
There we go.
Love
Apologies for a shorter than usual set of questions this week, gents. I don't have a ton of time in front of the computer this week. No problem. With vacations, I may be MIA for a couple weeks. I'll try to get in some check-in / questions when possible on my phone or Discord DMs. P.S. Dessert tier list is in the works.
Ooh.
Thank you as always, your boy Cody in Canada. Thank you, Cody. We look forward to that dessert tier list there. But that about wraps us up for another episode of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal. And if you are feeling generous and you have the financial means to support us, you can hit that join button. Bunch of different tiers you can support us at too. In the description, you can find our social media links, linktr.ee/greatperfect. And there you can find everything to do with us, that being our Twitter and our YouTube. So at Twitter, at GGP Podcast on Twitter, and obviously YouTube, Good Great Perfect. You can also find us at anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect, and on a bunch of listening platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. If you like us as hosts, make sure you continue down there in the description. You can go follow at Flamevius, at NightmareJP, at Toadski, and at Captain Papi on all of our respective platforms. But I think that does about wrap us up for today. You know, we really appreciate all of you guys listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye. Bye.